One thing I'll say, try to avoid swearing for like the first 5 minutes or whatever if we can.
Yeah.
And pull the mic in a little bit.
Yeah, Adam likes the mic.
We live?
That kind of gets off to that type of shit.
They saying we live. They saying we live. People, we are back. The No Jumper Show is back live.
No, they didn't.
And in effect.
Giddy.
On Melrose. And today I'm tapping in with a couple of my close affiliates. One who I'm a little bit closer with than the other. DW Flame.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A great American in the building. A great Long Beach representative.
Man, what?
Long Beach representative for sure. I am that. Man,
sure.
You are many things to many people, but definitely Long Beach representative is on the resume.
If anything, if I'm anything, I'm a Long Beach representative.
We got to keep it Long Beach.
Yeah.
Just for the section, period.
Got to keep it wavy.
Outside of Long Beach and all that, one thing about you, Flame, you came out of left field, you saw, you conquered. Because I thought that you was only going to be right. I see you here, there, the other spot. Yeah, I don't know what happened with you and your older homie, but that was a great introduction. However it ended, you came in with a real legend. You know what I'm saying? And you leaving your step out here. So you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because you came in with Trey D, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
No, I'm talking about.
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, I came in with Trey D and shit like that. You know.
Well, that's very Long Beach of you.
Yeah, I guess.
No, it didn't end up working out the way you wanted to. I forgot about all that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It ended up working out the way I wanted to.
You got in the game.
I'm in there.
And now you're independent.
I'm in the game, and I'm glad till we rich, incredible. Yeah.
So let's break it down. DW Flame hit me up, said that he was interested in dipping his toe into the podcast thing. We had him on the Whack Pod. I thought I did a great job because let me tell you one thing that I feel like the No Jumper fans want and crave. They just want fun. Like I noticed that when I brought AD in on the podcast back in the day, 2020. He was bringing like fun to the table to an extent that I think that the fans really appreciated at the time. He was just having a good time on the podcast, a lot of laughs, a lot of jokes. I feel like sometimes that's something that at times with the No Jumper Show, we kind of have maybe been lacking, where maybe we're having some cool conversations and everything, but maybe it wasn't fun enough. So then we bring DW on the Whack Pod.
Yeah.
This MFer having a lot of fun.
Probably too much.
A little bit too much fun. There was a moment where I realized, because I took your cup at a certain point.
Yeah.
I started smelling the cup. I'm like, oh man, okay. Because I didn't feel like you were drunk. Like you definitely were drunk when you started that.
No chaser in there.
No, because the chaser's a dead giveaway. If you just got a little red cup, that could be water, that could be alcohol. And so that was fun. But yeah, definitely there was like a moment towards the end of it where you were sort of like falling backwards against the wall and kind of like banging your head against the skateboards.
I don't recall. I plead the fifth, cuz. I plead the fifth. Hey, cuz that ain't never been my status. I don't know what happened.
Hey, listen, cuz. That nigga come up there floating, you drinking, man. That's how it goes.
The whole bottle was gone, though, because I was having fun.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. I was having fun, so I'm just like, keep.
Nigga, with these two sobriety, you sitting there in the cathedral, you
I was
drinking
in my
by
own...
yourself. You can't even pass the cup around to that. This to the necklace the whole time.
Right. He said you needed to be there to drink the other half.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They say you got a bottle. I don't even drink, but I get drunk with Flame.
All right.
He buff enough. I know. It's my drunk squad. You know what I mean? We gonna get there. I know he can.
Because I mentioned that to a couple people. I was like, yeah, I did the pod with DW the other night. Like, he was lit by the end of it. And a couple people that I mentioned that to were like, damn, you don't even be getting fucked up like that. Like, they seem really surprised. So what is your alcohol consumption like? Let's just ask.
Nigga, from now till tomorrow. No cap. That's why you see me drinking like that back to back. But you know, sometimes I even it out. You feel me? And then that's why I go so long.
Do you one of the people that use your side like, cause I gotta drink a lot of this shit, cause nigga.
I might not have any more in an hour, so I might as well drink everything I got right now.
Nah, not necessarily. We should be able to keep having it.
Yeah, we should.
No, okay. I'm not anti-alcohol because even when I talk about that period where AD first came in 2020, this motherfucker was drinking. Like he slowed down a lot, I think, with the drinking and stuff. But definitely, like, I mean, a lot of people are a lot more fun when they start drinking.
Right.
And if that's part of your everyday thing, like that's why people think I'm bugged out for not saying anything to Bricc or Suspect or whatever about the lean or whatever. From my perspective, listen, how you get down is how you get down. And people expect me to hold like the co-host to a standard that is just kind of foreign to me, because I look at Bricc like that's somebody, like if it were the BMX days for me, you remind me of one of the BMX homies or like one of the guys I would have been hanging out with in the early days of the store. And I'm definitely not in the perspective of trying to tell people how they should be having a good time.
Right.
And we not sitting here now when the drugs get to doing you or when the drink get to doing you, overdoing you, then that's a problem. But like if that's what it takes to bring out the character, because we got Sharp, one of the cleanest drunks in town. And I'm telling you, Sharp is good at 10, he's good at 12, and Shark is crazy at 3 o'clock. 3 p.m., that's my boy, I can say it.
Yeah. By the time, like Sharp
Once
at
3
10
p.m. it's
a.m.
over with.
versus Sharp at even like 2, 3, 4 p.m. Little bit of a different dude.
It's a whole different.
I'm able to hold the shit for the most part. I just was having fun.
And I'm not trying to act like, if you're gonna be co-hosting on No Jumper or whatever, that you have to take your whole personality and just stash that away. That's not the vibe at all. Like, we out here to just have a good time and communicate. There's been times though where you've been kind of stuck on camera though. Would you say?
You see that shit?
I did, yeah.
That probably makes some of the best moments though. They gonna clip that up later.
I was mad because this fucking grappa leaf would not stick, and I was trying to smoke it, and I slapped the mic from in front of me like, "Fuck this grappa, I'm going to pop a perk," and it picked it up right. So when I came back, I just went out. I was off the perk. I was sitting right there
In the podcast?
How do you feel? Like, what impact does Percocets have on you as a podcaster?
I never took a perk.
Yeah, so you might have to if you want to sit on the couch with him.
Continue.
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be the reason why you're smoking perks under the bridge a couple years from now.
I ain't never gonna be smoking perks.
Right, yeah.
Smoking a perk is crazy.
I'm hard.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's a different lifestyle.
Nah, I ain't never did it. Niggas talk about scratching and shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, he could tell you all about
Yeah,
that.
it's a hell of a nut itcher.
Okay, but from your perspective, how would you rate yourself as a perked out podcaster versus a regular podcaster? Because there's different levels.
You wouldn't be able to get half the shit you get up out of me if I wasn't off a perk. Because I'd be more like a crip.
Okay, but are you
podcast,
talking about
like,
the
yeah,
withdrawal?
man.
Withdrawal podding for sure is tough.
No.
You're just talking about life in
like
general.
if I go on a pod like, and I'm not faded, like if I don't pop a perk, like I sit like some of them we do. I don't pop perks before, and you'll see the energy. And then the ones I do, it'll be the more fuck you energy, and the more like Bricc baby, I don't want to hear it. You
Your
know what I
best
mean?
work when you off a perk.
Exactly.
His best work
And
when
the
you
shit
off a
that y'all
perk.
seeing is me spaz off a perk. You know what I'm saying? Me having fun off of Percocets. So if it wasn't, I'd be like me, like more militant, like how I'm usually. You know how I am when I'm not feeling it and I'm looking around everywhere. We've been places where I know you like, is he having fun or is he the fucking security guard right now?
Right, because you still kind of oscillate between like fun podcaster dude, rapper who's here to just have a good time versus your old
He having
persona.
street withdrawals.
Yeah, I'm having street withdrawals, exactly.
Right. You guys, what's the status of these two different breeds of Crip? Y'all get along? Do we ever got to worry?
It's
Like
the same breed of Crip.
You got homies
it's
that
all-
can't be
it's all
around
one
his
rap.
homies, or is that ever going to be a concern?
It's,
It's a wobbler.
Look at them all start going.
It's a wobbler. No,
it's if we together,
It's
and
good.
we together, and we with the homies, then it's smooth.
This is what it is. Cause look, all right, me and him, our hood, we straight, right? We don't have no problems. Long Beach, L.A. Where it comes in is just another rolling hood that don't really got nothing to do with our card out there. So they lingo is like ours, and then they lingo is like our enemy shit.
Right.
So like us mixing in just native tongue, a nigga might say the wrong thing. That's the only thing that I can see.
Necessarily, like say if I say I don't fuck with Rolling, necessarily it's the niggas over here. real niggas know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But niggas who want to play a little bit, kind of be like, oh, well, they saying fuck up. That's not what we said. We not low key. We're not even thinking about over there because we not over there.
It takes 45 minutes to go on that field trip. Like,
we ain't got no
trying to do
we ain't
that.
got no real beef over there because niggas ain't driving from Long Beach to L.A. No,
It's like another planet.
Yeah. You know what I noticed though? I get along with the blood niggas treat me better than Crip niggas. I go to a random blood function, they'll walk in, DW, what's up? You need a gun? I go to another Crip function, niggas like, see them niggas over there? Oh, them niggas is like, what the fuck is going on?
There's so much turmoil in between this Crip shit. It's
all mixed
unreal.
up. I rap.
Right.
Exactly. And once that's where I'm like, I'm at the point to where if you an artist and you really trying to do some player shit and you coming out your section, you ain't, man, I'm fucking with you. I don't give a damn where you from. As long as we trying to make LA look strong as one, I'm with it. All that fuck shit, that's where you could like miss me at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still doing all the like going to the park and dissing niggas hood and all that. Like, all right, cool, I fuck with you at a distance. Like, you'll never see me with that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, I'm not with that trolling, dissing niggas hood. They dead homies and all that.
I ain't even got time to be looking for niggas. Or I ain't got time to do none of the unnecessary shit that we used to do literally when we didn't have shit. You feel me? Like, so, I mean, if I get into it with a nigga, it's probably a ego thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm from there. And nigga be like, yeah, I'm from here. I'll be like, all right, bro, nigga, we from there. But if he keep saying it,
out, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it leads to.
Yeah, you got 2 times to say your hood down there too.
Right.
Like 1.5. Like, 'cause the second time it better not be over aggressive.
You saying it harder than I just said it to you.
Yeah,
I get where this is going.
If you're in an LA party environment and somebody hits you with the where you from and you say I'm from Long Beach or you say whatever it is you say, I mean, how does that go over? Because when you say you're from LA or from Long Beach, is it just kind of immediately like, oh, all right, that's like
I don't
another
usually
fucking
say
planet.
I'm from Long Beach. I'm from Insane, so
Right.
that's probably how I come first. But literally, shit, everybody know DW. You know what I'm saying? When I go somewhere, I done been around his homies, niggas that we the extra cool with. I'm good. You feel me? And I done had times where niggas pull up on me late night and I'm in L.A. and nigga at a random gas station and they like, you know, where you from? And I'm, you know, my body just, you know, I'm from Insane where they could have called me there like, oh, okay. Surprised that I even bang. A lot of niggas wouldn't even, you know, get caught out of bounds.
That's what. See, I was just about to say, like, if I'm in Long Beach and nigga asks me where I'm from and I'm from L.A., that's kind of like tuck and tail. You can't just say, oh, I'm from L.A. Like, that's like you trying to avoid what the nigga trying to say.
You can't say that because you is too much a part of your identity.
Yeah. But any gang member that get asked that question, you gotta bang your hood. Like not like that, but it's like you, even if you, like, oh, when I'm on the east side, like, hey, where you from? Like, I'm from Sexyy. And some niggas be like, oh, I'm from the west side, bro. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? And keep on going, like, nah, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like tuck and tell. So what he telling you, like, I ain't never go come in and talk about Long Beach, this, that. But once you in L.A., once a motherfucker hear them, nobody's trying to add an extra hood on to they beef for real, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got some young, stupid niggas might be drunk off drugs and just start a problem with a nigga and just get the dissing out of nowhere. But, like, ain't nobody trying to add no extra hood on to what they beefing with. We already got these niggas around us that we
really any crib
with.
should embrace a nigga when they see me. Especially I'm out of bounds. It's me by myself. You know what type of nigga I am from what you see and what you like. You know how you put people together. They know what type of nigga I am. Like, all right, fool, you know where you at? Like, yeah, I know where I'm at, nigga. Crib Street, whatever.
But isn't like I feel like part of the problem, right, is that there's just so many Crips in LA that there's not really like that same sense of unity because there's so many. So it's like a lot of infighting. Whereas if a random Hoover runs into a random Hoover, it's like a smaller group. So they're more likely to find common ground. You tell me, am I tripping, or is
see,
that
that's
more likely?
one hood that they turned into their own cars.
But
so
even like the Bloods too, it's like a Blood who runs into a Blood. It's kind of like more likely they're gonna be cool, right? Because they're kind of like a smaller percentage of the total population.
Y'all see
right?
this shit, right? You got people outside of the culture that see the separation. It don't make sense, man. That's my whole goal for 2024 and going on is that at least. Like, let's go back to what community revolution and progress started at. You know what I'm saying? Some shit, some spilled milk you can't clean up, but if it's a will, it's a way. So like we fighting battles that's 30, 40 years old, gang. Like if everybody could come to the table and stand on it, you know what I mean, and really take care and discipline the people that go against the peace treaty and the infrastructure, we could get somewhere.
You know what it is? It's the money, champ. It's when this shit start making money again, then you will see niggas start coming together.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Like even my hood personally, we got more bodies on ourselves than the ops. Like right now specifically.
So you'd say that about your peoples as well, because he definitely will say that there's more.
Right.
The
He know that.
6-0 beef with each other
Right.
more
He
than
been in
other
California
places.
long enough that
For sure, yeah.
everybody know that.
And that's just like, and that's fucking crazy. But if we put some money, they're structured. No matter what, because niggas want to be around or be in on this. Of course, it'll be some weird moving.
But we got the new shit.
What?
It ain't too new, but everybody telling.
That ain't
It's
new.
like, can we get, no, I'm just saying, no.
New
no.
technology.
And then we can't even
It's
put an
viral.
organization.
Yeah, it's like viral telling going on. Like, niggas used to snitch and
It's
get out the way
G's.
back in the day.
It's the one, the homie. The
one
homie
that can't do
homie.
it no more. The one
Yeah,
that can't
it's-
do it no more time.
It's the
cuz.
one that he got out. He did not. It's 35 years. 35 year got home and then got back into some bullshit.
And no, he don't got another 35 to do.
Oh fuck.
Damn, so you saying that like snitching is really like that much more popular these
Oh,
days?
snitching is, nigga. Look, snitching is 5 gangsters in the room. Probably two for sure, maybe.
Maybe 3.
Maybe. I don't even know. Like you never know. You feel me? Good thing I stopped doing the shit with niggas.
Exactly. Because look, the statistics show we can say what we want, right? But the S&Y yards have overpopulated the general population yards. So we could say that niggas ain't telling like that. No, it's not. It's a boom. If you have more PC yards than you have general population yards, that means that this telling shit is accepted.
Like telling too much, cuz. Niggas telling for no reason. Literally, people telling for no reason. It's niggas out there who ain't had to tell. And then I understand the niggas who, once you sign up for it and you've been a part of it for years on years, you can't want to change when you catch this case.
Yeah.
You could have changed before that. You could tell me, bro, fuck this shit. I'm taking care of my family. I'm out the way, cuz. That we really respect that. Niggas don't know that.
We respect that.
Get up out the way if you can't handle it, bro.
But it's just when people get up out the way at the opportune moment when they first start to have to deal with some shit.
And now you have to
Yeah.
deal with something. Now you telling on the homie?
Yeah, like oh,
You was
yeah.
the nigga starting shit. And now
Now-
you want to get your life right. I
For
don't
my
respect
kid,
it.
yeah, you can't respect that. You can't. And I was gonna bring something up, but I stopped bringing up people's names. But it's just like I said that about an older person from around my way. Like we would have respected it if you would have just backed up. Like, man, there's too much going on in the hood. That's the last one I'ma see. I'm through with this shit. I don't want to see it no more. I don't want nothing to do with it no more. Don't do what you gonna do and then sit there and still want to call shots and be involved and represent something that does not condone what you did.
And then you would tell on me, and I looked at you in a certain light, like my boy. You feel me? Out of everybody, you gonna tell on me at the last minute. But if you,
The last
hey, 'cause if you living your life right now as a man, me personally, I'm transitioning right now. I take care of my kids every day. I work out. I got a little thing in me that makes me drive to Long Beach and pull up on the homies and bounce out. I don't know why I'm here. I'm only here for a quick second,
That's
though.
only
Really?
when you comfortable. A nigga, we only comfortable over there. That's what I be telling the motherfucker. Motherfucker be like, oh, Bricc don't go to the hood. Like, where the fuck else I'm gonna go?
Right, because from my perspective, it's like one conversation I never want to have on camera is when people try to ask me how gangster certain people are.
Right.
Like, even with y'all, somebody want to ask me, like, is Bricc more gangster than this person? I'm just, I don't want to be the one judging. I do watch from afar, and I do come to conclusions, but I don't ever want to be the one acting like I have the ability to decode that this dude's a party crip, and this dude's a savage, and this dude's in between, whatever. Like, I try not to dip and dive into that shit, but I will say that, like, there was a situation last year where people were saying that Bricc couldn't come to the hood, And all of a sudden, he was in the hood. Like later that day on social media, popping out and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay. So certain people, when they have this sort of challenge put in front of them of like, you can't go there, some people just really like, and we all know certain people just are not going there. He's still like super close to his shit. So he was just there instantly.
Listen, bro.
If I can't be there, nobody could be there. Dead homies.
You hear me, cuz? That's how I
you
feel.
talking
Like,
about?
come on,
Stare of
cuz,
agreement.
Like, wait,
Fuck you
hold
talking
on,
about?
cuz, like my whole family still live over in that area. I don't want to just be dropping lows, but it's just like, nigga, if I can't pull up over here and they can't believe I'm the protector of what's going on, I might got to get some niggas out the way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because, nigga, we all grew up right here. This our shit, whatever it is. Ain't nobody about to make my people feel like they uncomfortable from around this motherfucker. They frequent these same stores and all that, and y'all hugging and kissing them every day. You get what I'm saying? It's just like jealousy. I don't know if you went through it over there.
I mean, I'm just nigga today. What you talking about?
What do you mean? What happened today?
No, I'm saying I still go through it today. Like certain shit where niggas will play, but I've been so frequent lately that niggas like, if somebody else speak, they like, cuz over here.
And you make it a statement.
You know what I'm saying? But because some days I have my bad day, don't let me have a bad day. If I have a bad day, I'm to the set. And then once a certain time hit, and then once I get to looking like this, and it's time for nigga. Really, I tell the homies get on too. Cause we up out of here. You know, it's too much going on. We up out of here.
Exactly.
You feel me? And that like, but I could give a fuck what a nigga say.
DW, let's put him on the spot. Is Long Beach weird?
Long Beach weird.
Give
From
your
the
honest
perspective
opinion.
of an LA guy.
All right.
Give your
Tell us what you think about
Yeah,
Long Beach.
yeah,
And
I
keep
ain't
in mind,
With the buffest nigga from Long
as
Beach
far as
right
I'm
here.
concerned, I'm from Long Beach.
I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
I'm
with
from
the
Long Beach.
buffest
I
nigga from
moved
Long
here
Beach.
2010. I moved to Long Beach. Stuck
You
around
here?
for 3-4 years.
you here?
I'm not saying I'm from there, but if I was from somewhere in
But
LA,
watch this twist
I
that
started
I
my
put on
LA,
it. Y'all
my
go-
Southern California journey in Long Beach.
Talk your shit.
You understand
22
me?
got a
Watch the
562
twist
number.
that I put on it, y'all gonna be like, damn. So Long Beach always been known for standing out with their fashion statements. How about that?
That's what I was saying.
Okay, yeah, they was the first in skinny jeans. They was the first niggas dyeing their hair. They was the first people doing a lot of shit. So everybody's wearing skinny jeans now, but when the Long Beach niggas started riding
weird.
skateboards with the skinny jeans on, it was weird.
Yeah.
So this is the twist I put on it. They do accept more piercings than we do.
Are there any famous
it was
Long
a-
Beach
niggas
hip
got
hop
the
guys
eyebrows
with
that-
mad face or mad piercings?
Yeah.
That's what they do. I mean, you might like, cause I've been in jail with a gang of Long Beach niggas, so it's not like, all right, damn, he got blind stars in his hair with a crazy haircut. He got blind. They both got the eye shit. They both got like a lip joint, like. But they joints though, like you
Yeah,
can't take
they
nothing from
niggas
they
over
cribbing.
there.
They was on skateboards with skinnies. They taught niggas how to put them blicks up under the skateboard. I mean, you know what I
We
mean?
used to skateboard. Long Beach skateboard niggas too.
That's
You
just
get
the
what I'm
culture
saying?
too. That's like normal Long Beach white boy culture, kind of seeping in a little bit and making that feel a little bit more acceptable. Whereas if you growing up in the '60s, you're not really. You might come to Melrose and be influenced by that, but that influence isn't just like right there.
They took our shit and made it theirs too. That jerk shit, you know, that was that was
You
our
blame
shit.
Long
They
Beach for
took-
jerking?
I say we conquered it. Yeah, Long Beach.
Yeah, because they added the other shit to it. Like my boy S-Ball, like Jay Stone said it in the interview. My boy S-Ball and a couple of us, we was going to the little shit. It was like the neighborhood swag dance.
I
Like,
seen
we was
somebody
doing
say that, too.
shit.
I
We
was
doing
like-
the, hey. We was doing that, right? Then probably like a year later, them little niggas start putting the little cat daddy on it and jerking with it and doing that shit.
Yeah.
And it was coming up out of Long Beach. So, you know what I mean?
It was a we had come from the school and go to at school they'll shut the school down in the middle of lunch randomly and niggas is going jerking was getting niggas pussy. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
like clown dancing.
Yeah.
So you
That's just
didn't
like
condone it?
Oh yeah. I was definitely a part of the jerk movement.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? With my bros. Shout out Tay F, and just all the people at my school. My bro Bino Rich is one of the dopest niggas out. But after a while, it kind of died with us too. Skinny's kind of died too. One time we couldn't come to the park when it first got cracking. Niggas
the older homies was tripping
niggas
off
better
the
not
skinny
come up to the
jeans.
park with them skinny jeans on.
Really?
Yeah, but and then my group, we kind of a little bit rebellious too. So we like once the niggas get in group, we do
Is
whatever
that
the
what
fuck.
separated the babies from the young?
We came in like
Is that what
niggas.
separated the babies from the young?
It was just our time.
Niggas it's our swag.
We
it's
turned it up.
babies,
We
though.
came
Like,
and turned
yeah.
we turned the hood up at one point and just was running through the whole city. Nigga 50 to 60 thick. Every party we showing up, nigga. Putting niggas on in the street for no reason.
So
But
how many years have passed since you used to be on Demon Time? Because you seem like you're chilling now.
I'm great. I'm a good spirit. I'm a good spirit. I say years have passed. I say I started being cool about like 2 years ago, but till I got around, well, yeah, like when I got around Nick and shit, just learning, you know, life and just seeing more important things. The hood is this big to me now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It is.
Exactly.
It's just so much a part of me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that I have to dumb down. That's a self-challenge, which I'm good at. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I would say within the last year, I'm starting to become the man that I'm supposed to. Once everything get exit out, like just how I carry myself as a man. Like, you know, I'm really a smooth nigga, cool nigga. Like in my vocab and even I just gotta I'm doing my thing. I'm great.
Definitely. And so, okay, the other thing that we haven't mentioned, and trust me, we're going to get into some other topics momentarily, but when we did that pod the other day, we did a very good job, I think, on the follow-up episode that me and Wack did where we did not talk about what other thing you did during that podcast at the end that we had to cut out. Brandishing.
Oh, you fucking cop.
Hey, look.
No, he had like a bunch of candy he gave us. He
Yeah.
brandished hella
Oh, my
candy and
God.
gave it
But
to us.
look.
We all sat around and ate the candy. We got high as fuck off the sugar. It was a problem.
It was a problem.
He was brandishing
Hey,
mad
I'm
candy.
such a G though. I sit here and just take it.
Yeah. Out the hood.
If niggas know what that, like, look. Hey,
that's
look,
what it
because
was.
yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad.
And it's like, trust me, I 100% get it. It's just the fact that you snuck the box of candy in through a devious manner.
Yeah.
Look
I
at me.
said-
Look, I'm not even. I'm not a devious human.
Okay.
Look. But I am solid, so I do have to.
I feel you.
I do have to sit here with my mouth closed, Adam.
When you think of no jumper as a hood nigga, you just like, look, man, a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? They can go try it because I got a, you know, no jumper. They got a gang of different people. So you know what I'm saying? If I could sneak through the cuts with cuz, then shit, I'm gonna have hella candy
didn't
when I
sneak
get
through-
this motherfucker. I'm saying, hey, man, listen, you talking
All right,
to somebody.
You're talking to someone who's been through this struggle as well. He had to figure out how to navigate because
That's what I said,
no
cuz.
jumper is like the fine line between like actually just like being out hanging out with the guys,
Yeah.
and like but it's somewhere between that and an actual business.
Yeah.
It's,
Right,
it's
right.
sort of like a
It's
gray
a-
area because
yeah.
realistically we do a lot of things at the office that might not fly at fucking K-Day.
right,
Let's be real. K-Day,
right,
But
you probably can't show up to
we-
work off a perk.
right, for sure, man.
You know, just for an example.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but in K-Day, they probably got needles and syringes in the back fucking trash can.
But-
man.
I just said
But
K.
yeah,
I
that
never been to
motherfucker-
K-Day. I don't know what K-Day is
I
like.
just know that you and Wack got niggas after y'all like niggas got niggas after them. I just know. Hold on, I gotta come up in there.
I'm going somewhere with Whack. I'm having 10 of them motherfuckers.
Come
over
on,
here.
cuz.
If I'm in Whack car, put all the guns out, nigga. Cause
And the niggas who want y'all probably don't even want me.
That's what I'm saying, but he
But
don't
we-
spare
we-
nobody. Like, I ain't even tripping. Like I said on the news the other day, I ain't tripping on Whack, but he doesn't spare not one situation.
Hey, that nigga
like,
be ready too. That nigga ready. That nigga. But when you do the shit that he be doing, you gotta be ready,
Gotta
right?
be ready like that. You got to. You know?
Yeah,
Shout out
I'm
Wack,
trying to make the rest of my career as peaceful as possible. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna keep making niggas mad anyway because I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing good or it looking like I'm doing good, I'm about 100 steps ahead of niggas.
Adam, should we make this nigga make the decision now or are we gonna wait?
What decision?
Bricc or Whack?
You got to choose a side around here. You got to be cool with Bricc. You got to be cool with Whack. You can't. It's the two warring sides of no jumper, but it's a cold war where they just sort of like sub
Come
diss
on,
each other.
P-Way. What you doing,
I'm just.
P-Way?
I don't want it
What
to
we
be this
doing?
way.
Hey,
I don't want this to be the rules.
Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this new edition of No Jumper right now.
Apolitical.
I'm
See
two
political.
sides, cuz that's not what I do. It's just not what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking though.
Yeah,
nah,
we already know.
All right, Crip
we
Street.
ain't gonna never put you in
All
that.
right, Crip Street. Hey, look, because one thing about Whack, niggas can say whatever they want about Whack. Since I met the nigga,
Great business.
he been the nigga I met.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's what you call, literally, that's what I call day one. My day one's if I met you one day and you was just like that, every day after I seen you, you never changed, nigga. That's some since day one. You been that same nigga. Whack been like that, nigga, since I met you. We been like, I've been with your brother and all that thugging. Oh, it's super.
I'm not giving up. I feel like I'm still gonna get you and Whack to sit down on the pod one day.
No, we definitely.
It
listen,
almost happened, but then y'all
nah,
got
y'all
on
can't get
Clubhouse
on
and we're
the-
talking hella
Y'all
shit
can't
to each
get on
other.
the pass because niggas is mad at me for getting on with him. Niggas gonna be hot at you.
Yeah.
My whole thing is this: it would have to be intervention style, like Whack. You got to listen to me, cuz.
I was thinking we could strap both of you to like stretchers, like what's the movie where they both like if you guys are both kind
On
of
the
strapped-
thing getting
Yeah,
pulled
we
in,
can.
pushed
So you'd
in.
be arguing with each other, but your bodies can't move.
Oh, that'll sell.
I feel like that would be cool.
That'll sell.
Gonna
Or
be
I
a
was thinking,
16 shot.
if I finally got you guys to do a
Spit on his
podcast,
ass.
I was thinking it would be dope to put like a big piece of cage
like
in
a
the middle.
glass
Oh,
with-
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
Oh, that's
or
hard.
like
yeah.
plexiglass, so it's
Yeah.
like
That's
there's
hard.
no possible contact. That'd be cool,
That's
right?
crazy.
But I'm not willing to do like a Discord call, like a FaceTime. That's
No.
because
that's
the
weak.
audio is gonna be fucked up.
That's weak.
This is the thing, man. If Whack went back, cause he fighting with people that's like his brothers. I ain't gonna bring up no names, but you fight with people that was once your brothers. All y'all go figure that shit out. Once y'all figure that shit out, it's cool. I'm just a solid little homie to the point to where it's like if you ever gave me any type of insight about life or put me on any type of direction, like I'm gonna give you that. Like I'm not finna be out seeing with your ops and playing like he a cool businessman and all that you can't talk about Nipsey in no type of way, no type of lie. Just leave it alone. Let him rest in peace. If you like Nipsey and you fucked with Nipsey like how you say you was, go ahead and let that rest in peace because you don't know what the fuck I go through. I'm still fighting niggas to this day over a decision that my little bro made, cuz. And you know that firsthand, cuz. On the dead homie. So I'm not letting nobody else, like, nigga, my direct little brother fucked up one of my best friends, like, and took the face of my hood, cuz. Like, stop talking about that. You get what I'm saying? And you know firsthand, I'm still squabbling shit and all that over this same situation, gang.
But it's like, okay, how do you come up off that now without bringing your character down too? Like say Wax say he stand on business, which he do. You know what I'm saying? He say he stand on business. There's no way I can apologize to everyone now. Really, it is in a manly,
Yeah, it is.
and he take the backlash to where niggas is like, all right, and then
That's only a week worth of backlash.
yeah, and people being like, "Oh, now you switching up. Now you scary. Now you." That's what he. I'm saying that's. But one thing I know about Wack, he gives a fuck what nobody says. He don't care what people saying. You know what I'm saying? But and me putting myself in Cuz position, I don't know if he could do that, Cuz. I'm saying
No, but what I'm saying, all right, look, no, all right, fuck
I'm not.
that.
I can kind of
Biggie-
imagine what it would sound like in my head, but it also kind of sounds like AI.
Yeah.
When I
like,
imagine Wack trying to like cool shit
imagine
down.
the mouth just moving.
Yeah, right. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not real. This is put together by computers.
Right.
But this is what I'm saying. All right, it's not so much of the war of him and the nigga that used to be his brother.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can stop mentioning Nipsey. That's the easiest thing for
You can leave that alone.
You could tap out like, hey, you know what? Whether this is real or this is fake, whatever it is, since motherfuckers, I did make a statement about him not being a legend that left a bad taste in motherfuckers' might to where whatever else that I do say about him, it's gonna sound like I'm talking bad about him. You get what I'm saying?
Right. It's a way you
I'll
can do
eliminate
shit.
that out of my vocabulary. Whatever he do with the other person, they was like this, gang.
I know.
You get what I'm
I mean,
saying?
I watched for a while.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So for me to jump in and tell you where you right, where you wrong. Y'all niggas that spent plenty nights in living rooms and
made money and shit. Or
I don't know where the fuck y'all went wrong. What I'm telling you is I'm going to ride with mines, though, because I got to.
because you have to.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
you
got to. And that ain't no type of nigga that left me hanging before. If he was a regular nigga, regular degular from over there, fuck Cuz. But I'm still not going against Cuz
Right.
with a different color paisley rag.
Right.
I'm not going against no Keyway with a Damu. If I'm going against a Keyway, it's going to be me going against Cuz. It's not going to be me and the Damu going against the Keyway. And that's just my upbringing through these jailhouses and all that.
I mean, that's like me going against Sav or like, you know, just somebody who from my hood, period. If I'm beefing with, or I get into it with another nigga over something, I'm never going to go, whatever, I'm never going to go against the homie.
That's
period.
like,
That's all I'm
damn
saying.
near, not like that, but it's not, but it's like you going against a nigga with a long one or something. Like, nigga, like, for him. Or let's make it easier, like a nigga from 20s. And you just,
and
like,
I'm going
so
against,
what? Like, even though it's Keyway, like, nigga, I'm not finna team up with the op and nigga
go
bash
against
my
the
homie. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna bash my homie. And then we gonna bash this op nigga together, but nigga, I'm gonna bash my homie though. You get what I'm saying?
We'll get into it with the homie. I'll get into it with the homie later.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it with you right now.
You get what I'm saying? And that's just how it should be.
Definitely.
Says the nigga who just left your couch.
But that's
and
on,
I just told him that
that's on real nigga time though. That's on real time though, which Wack understand.
Did I not just tell
everybody understand
Did
that?
I not just tell the nigga to his face the same shit? You was just out there with me. Did I not just tell my homeboy?
Wait, what did you tell Christopher Lovejoy?
I just told Cuz, like, Cuz, I love you, I got a lot of respect for you, but I can't get caught up in the internet with you because you doing it the wrong way. On 6 so it's the way to do everything. Did I not just
you
say
just
that,
told
like,
Cuz
just like big Cuz? I mean, I gotta tell my nigga, like, you get what I'm saying? Because he's a good person.
You gonna crash me with you.
Exactly.
I ain't ready to be crashed right now.
Yeah, bro. And
You know what I'm saying?
I just don't feel like going through all that gibberish. It don't mean nothing, Cuz it's like, that's gonna catch me an extra case for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to talk to me about the shit with so-and-so, and I was trying to, like, kind of rush, speed run that part of the interview. Like, all right, cool. All right, so next topic, you know, like, because I don't really want to be the one trying to have to sit here and make a judgment call about some shit that I never really, like, thought about that much or whatever in terms of, and I don't want to have problems with whoever, so that was a little awkward. I tried to speed run that part.
Right.
And it just so happened, I ain't gonna lie to you, I told Josh that when I walked in, because as soon as I walked out, I just heard that name come out his mouth. And I'm like, oh, yeah, get me up out of there.
Snip the part where you walk through?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
we
it's
could blur
like
you.
I walk through, or do that.
We'll
you can blur
you.
it. It doesn't matter. I'm not tripping
Symbolic.
about that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, you go right into bashing this dude that's going to call my phone as soon as he sees that shit.
Just when I thought that I got done speed running that convo too, at the very end, he brought it up again and he put $50K on the table and he said, "This is for the boxing match." I'm thinking, what the fuck? That ain't happening.
Oh, wow, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I don't think that's not happening, right? I don't know.
He ain't like you trying to speed past it. He on that.
Nah. He definitely had a couple points he wanted. You about to pull out another $50K?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, oh yes. Speaking on that, and speaking on the Nip thing, I didn't even know what Wack had said about Nip the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And that's when my boy was on the internet saying all that about what Wack said. I'm like, nigga, I don't even know.
Yeah.
You niggas doing videos, doing podcasts with niggas I just met, bro, yesterday. Like,
okay, can we air it out?
Oh, shit. That's what they was talking about?
About Jay Stone.
Jay Stone.
I didn't know that. I thought he was talking about somebody else.
It was drawn to our attention that after you did the podcast with Wack, he did a story. He didn't say you, but he was just saying anybody who claims to be cool.
Niggas.
It was a page post, and then but everybody, I'm wondering why my shit going up. I'm thinking just from the podcast, whatever. And niggas like DW. I'm like, could not talk. I'm like, I just was at Complex with him the day before, and that was the first time we chopped it up. But
you was at Complex?
Yeah, I think I came on.
I think that was like weeks
Sunday?
Before, right?
Maybe not. Maybe I just was at Complex though with him.
What day was you at Complex?
I don't know. I went for like 10
Saturday?
minutes with Sugar Hill and Boo Johnson.
Oh.
All right, because it was a.
By the way,
Go ahead. Well,
shout
I
out
don't even wanna
Antoine
talk
Dixon.
about
I got his signature strays
Yeah,
on that he
I just
sent
seen
me.
the green ones. They was hard
Yeah,
too.
I got the blue ones too at the crib.
But I didn't mean to cut you off because we was at the little shit I was talking about happened at Complex Con too. I got to some bullshit at Complex Con.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably
With the
wasn't
same
there that
group of
day.
individuals. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, but I seen Jay Stone. You know, I'm in Long Beach. I see Jay Stone. He walking in. I'm like, yeah, I'll holla at you in a minute. So we standing by the All Money In section. We just chopping it up. Yeah, we gonna work. Blase. I met him actually like 2-3 years ago at No Jumper.
Oh, really?
So him saying like niggas on No Jumper caught me off guard. I'm like, nigga, I met you at No Jumper. Like if he is talking about me, let's put it like
or
that.
the studio?
The studio.
Oh, okay.
So I met him that day just coming in, and he was leaving out. Me and T-Rail, I think, did an interview or something like that.
Oh, that era. Okay.
yeah.
Got
So, and then I'm like, cuz, thinking we A1. I just, like, cuz, it ain't like we on terms. He don't even know if I'm like a Nipsey, like, you know, like if I'm a Nipsey fan or like, you know, like, but which I am, but what him and Wack got going on ain't got nothing to do with me, cuz. And if he was talking about me, let's get this right. If cuz was talking about me, all he gotta do is be like, damn, DW, cuz you. And I'm that type of nigga. Like you holler at like that.
Though, but what's the energy though, cuz on the dead homies? Because niggas ain't showing that energy towards Wack though, cuz on West Side Road. I said I would never do this shit. But it's just like, what did you talk about? Because niggas not even on that type of energy with Wack to even get on that type of energy with somebody else, cuz. Like,
especially
for the most
me,
part,
cuz I'm
but I didn't even know that. I thought that I was trying to figure out who he was talking about. This is my first. I was trying to figure out who he was talking about.
It looked like it makes sense. It was like the day after y'all dropped the clip, and it was me.
I thought he was more mad at Adam or
he said
somebody
niggas.
else.
He said I'm starting to unfollow niggas up there with Adam and Wack. Let's see right now, cuz.
I didn't get unfollowed.
Was
Shout
it
out Jay Stone. I appreciate the not unfollow. Because I was checking right away. I'm like,
how you gonna keep following you?
But I didn't think it was about me because, all right.
He said Adam and Wack. You
Because all right,
Adam and
you got
Wack.
different kinds of diplomats in the streets, right?
Yeah.
Where you being from Long Beach, I felt like you had the same assumption that I had, which is that he wasn't going to have a problem with you talking to Wack for the same reason that people don't really trip about me having something to do with Wack on the podcast because I'm white, so I exist in a limbo state, like a different version of a dude that people aren't holding me to that standard. He's from Long Beach. Being from Long Beach, it's not like
so does that X me out?
Yeah, it was about you.
It was
you're,
about you.
You're not white, but you're like a different version of where if you were from where he's from, then they would be expecting you to really take a side.
That mean he checked this
I didn't even have no side yet. I'm like, cuz I'm literally blindsided.
We all emotional about our homeboy.
Right.
So I understand where he come from, but it's like you cannot have everybody in the middle of what's going on with one person. Wack cannot contain. He can't help himself. I don't know what word I'm looking for. He can't help himself. If it's any form of information that he got, it's like this. It's like he got to let it out some type of way. You get what I'm saying? We can't hold. Because outside of that, he a businessman, right? And he got a lot of business ventures with a lot of these cats out here in the streets of L.A., right or wrong.
Yeah, but the only thing is, cuz, certain shit, like, homies in the hood probably like, fuck that, cuz, but I'm not the homie in the hood. You get what I'm, you not the homie that's just in the hood to be just like, cuz, fuck that. Cuz low key, nigga, where you working at is intertwined with a nigga. So it's certain shit you might miss out on.
Yeah.
Because you got to be in the same room as a nigga or something. You feel me? Eventually.
Yeah.
If a lot of money come and Adam like, look, I need you to do this and be here. There's money on the table.
I was willing to be at a birthday party.
I'm just saying,
I never
fam.
deny. I don't dodge wrecks, Flame. I'm a little nigga. I don't dodge wrecks. I'm going to be where they want me to be at. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going to come as prepared as I can. I ain't trying to do nothing to nobody, but I'm going to be there, especially for somebody who's telling me, like, hey, I'm trying to better your life. Hey, put that shit to the side. You need to come out, rub elbows with these people. Yeah, all right, cool. Holla at your boy. Just let them know. I ain't with all that. So
Right.
if you think we finna rah in person like how you do on the internet, it's a whole different thing, cuz, and I'ma respect you the same way, cuz. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not opposed to getting along with another black man. I don't want to kill cuz. Like I will if I had to, but I don't want to, nigga.
Look. Jay Stone, cuz, I don't know what the fuck, cuz. I don't know why you if you were talking about me, I don't know why you just went to the internet, cuz, and not call DW, cuz. I just gave you my number just then, cuz. You could have been like, cuz, look, DW, I fuck with you, but I really don't fuck with Wack or fuck with niggas who fuck with Wack.
Was the album dropping or what?
Oh, no, fam. But I was getting tagged like, nigga, back to back.
You
And
think
I'm
there's a rollout?
Was the album dropping or what? Did Stoney Montana not come out that week? Like, or what are we gonna do?
I'm like, I know the Crips
shout
ain't
out
dissing
my
me,
homeboy,
cuz.
cuz, but nigga, shout out my homeboy. I don't think this is not our problem here. We got it. That energy that you have is supposed to be directed to one person. No Jumper is a platform that rappers use to expand their brand, their networking, all types of stuff. Not too many people, and you got shit going on. You got motion.
I got
so
shit going on.
you didn't have to come to No Jumper. It's a pleasure to have you here. You
I
get
fuck
what
with
I'm
No
saying?
Jumper. I just
But
must do.
we do use this platform in order to expand our brand, and the nigga's not finna miss that because this nigga gets in his truck or get to his house at night and gets on Clubhouse and says whatever the fuck floats off his tongue, and we supposed to hold everybody. If that's the case, fuck the game, fuck Ray J, fuck True Card, fuck Blueface. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do we start?
And them niggas, and the certain shit, and you know, and even them certain shit that Wack do, they like, nigga, that ain't me doing
all the
it.
shit that
You know
they
what I'm
do.
saying?
Like, I'm very close with Game's team.
Yeah, how
They're
many times
just
we heard
business.
Game say, Wack a crazy motherfucker, but he's his own man.
Right.
That's what it
Exactly.
is. That's all you gotta say. That's what Blueface says.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on,
Same thing,
man.
like if you were sitting on that podcast and he was going on one of his nip rants, which I feel like he kind of like got all that shit off his chest at a certain point, and it was almost kind of weird to see. I don't know if either you saw it, but when he did Vlad asked him about it, and like the Wack that was on Vlad was a different version than the version of Wack that you get on Clubhouse sometimes, where he was being like real respectful and chill and calm, explaining his life story in like a very reasonable tone. But then at the same time, like Wack asked him about the nip shit, and he broke it down, but he broke it down in like more of a respectful way. Whereas the version of it that you get when he's on Clubhouse and shit was some wild ass shit. But it's not like you weren't even sitting there while he was talking about him. You were just sitting there having a conversation. You're not thinking about every offensive opinion he ever said in his entire life.
And you
'Cause
got
he said all
Axe Wack
kinds of wild shit.
when he did Axe Wack, when he did say a little something, I just
yeah.
I said I was just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Also-
don't know.
Also, if you got 15 Crips attacking you inside of a room and you talking about Nipsey, it's gonna go, and you a blood, you damn near want to say, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I could not have a problem with you. And all your homies in the room, nigga, pressing me about you. And you ain't there to stop it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It'll damn near have me saying, fuck, whoop, blah, whoop, cub, blah, blah,
Right,
blah. You
right,
know
right.
that's just us, though.
Right,
cuz.
right.
Like I'm a man at the end of the day. What the fuck do you want me to do? But I'm not taking up. See, one thing about it, I could take up for him.
You
in
can't
his actions
justify
where
nothing.
I'm not justifying nothing. Because at the end of the day, my boy, it's some other shit cuz got to answer to that I'm not cool with. This is what this is the hiccups that I be having. Every time that you look for validation, you got Caden on your shit. You got fucking Reggie White. You got a police officer talking about, hey, didn't I do, what wasn't I? And you verifying gangster shit through police officers, gang. On 6-0, have these gang members that was in the field with you, or you don't gotta speak on it, cause nigga, on the dead homies, I don't speak on none of my county jail runs for real. I don't never say nothing. I don't speak on no events in the streets, bro. A nigga from 107 Hoover, nigga, bounce on that motherfucker the next day after everybody trying to say Bricc Baby this, Bricc Baby. Man, I was in the county with Bricc Baby. Nigga, in 2009, 2008, man, full gas. Like, I don't see him turning down no. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
Let the
right.
street speak for you, gang. You keep on going to look for validation. Like, all right, maybe you're too old and we don't give a fuck about your past. Just be a cool nigga. But the way that you go, and then you're saying that you're not a snitch, but everybody that's coming to vouch for you is the police officers. Your name is in some paperwork, but who the fuck is CS2 back? It says the Wack nigga. You get what I'm saying? All of them refer to him as the Wack nigga. And I know y'all don't have to butt in. This is just me getting something off my chest.
You know,
Yeah,
I don't know
don't say
nothing.
nothing. You don't have to. Neither one of y'all. I'm not trying to win y'all over. I'm just getting something off my chest. He was in paperwork, and they talk about the Wack nigga and this, that, and the other. It's clear as day because you're not denying the fact that you were answering these phone calls and you were the same person on the wiretap. So if the same story corroborates with this story right here of CS2 back, being on the phone, and these are the ones that got tapped. And they're talking about he was an informant, gang. You get what I'm saying? You're not never denying that you was the person on the phone, but you're saying you're not the person on the paper. But the person on the paper is the same person off the phone call you talk about. But I'm not trying to tie y'all up in that. These are my problems that I'm having.
We can't
Y'all
be.
bringing up paperwork. No,
can't.
motherfuckers bring up paperwork and do all this shit. I don't do none of that, bro. Live your life, gang. You can live your life without all of
Detective
this
Bricc
shit.
just cracked open the file on his record right there. I don't know,
Hey,
man.
fam.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And
I
don't
might
want
have to play it back to hear what you said again.
Yeah.
Exactly, cuz. No, you got my
I
number.
heard what you
got
said,
my
though.
number, but I wouldn't talk to you.
Cause say you got my number. No, I'm not. Look, like you say, I'm not even interested in.
Exactly.
And because the way I move and the way I politic, just how you, or the way I'm over there.
Cuz not in the middle of you being a keyway. Cuz got something to do with your other world, and it doesn't even matter
Okay.
what the fuck cuz is.
Yeah, I'm
Is that
just
what you
chilling.
saying?
I'm just no. Yeah. I don't.
Your street life don't involve what?
And no. Nothing that like.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Besides this, me being on No Jumper and me having my own personal
exactly.
relationship
So keep your
with what.
relationship with cuz.
Yeah.
As long as it don't have nothing to do with
Long we
with-
stay doing our thug, like our the shit that moves forward. That's where I'm at with every nigga.
Exactly, cuz. And I have nothing against none of that with both of y'all, but I can speak what I do know, and this is what people want to, they don't want to hear it online, and then they, you know what I mean? So it's just like, this is why I don't fuck with him.
And
It's
one
the
thing,
police shit.
one thing I wanted to clear up too. Last time we did the interview, a lot of shit I was saying. Since I was drinking, I was saying the right shit, but I was saying it wrong. Like even when I was like, "Oh, if you a Crip in the industry and you ain't tap in with me, you weird." I'm saying I said that wrong. What I'm saying is, if we Crips and we in this industry, we should be tapped in
Together. You didn't
You
say
weird.
nothing wrong. You weird.
Yeah,
You got a
niggas
problem
is-
with a nigga that's showing all love to the blue rag. You're
Yeah.
weird.
I'm going to different states and these niggas is showing me love, like I'm supposed to get shown over here. You feel what I'm saying? And I tap in too.
Right.
Tapping in is just a thing you're supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? Because when I come over there, I'm good. I'm tapped in. When I land, this niggas pulling up with things for me, pulling up with this, a car. I'm going over there. I'm good. I'm good.
Blue
And-
carpet rolled out.
yeah, so why does they treat me like that over here? And I come over here, niggas be like, oh, that's the weird ass nigga. And fucking, I go to do certain music things, and and if you know me, DW, cause I go everywhere. You be surprised that I'm the nigga who's like, hey, you know, nigga, what's
Humble as
up? What's
fuck.
up?
On
Cool,
the dead
cool.
of you.
You thought I was the nigga that's gonna step in, rah. But I'm like, nigga, what's up? And it only ticks me off when niggas who ain't even up to par don't reciprocate that energy. You get what I'm saying? Like you not even up here to act like that to me.
The PIs want to have a
Like
motherfucking
how
opinion about
that's
some
just
bullshit.
it.
Like,
I'm fully tapped in, and shout out to every nigga who push our movement from Cali. Period. Like when niggas ask me out of town, you from LA or you a LA artist? Yeah. Nigga, I'm not gonna break no specifics down to them niggas.
Yeah, because it's the same area when we gone. That shit only matter when
I
we here.
represent all this shit. When
Exactly.
I'm gone, nigga, from the Bay to LA to Long Beach to Carson to IE. Nigga, if niggas say anything about the IE, nigga,
It's Crib.
yeah.
Nigga, this cream.
And
Nigga,
5 is the best
You know
number.
what I'm saying? And
Hey.
Cinco Boys.
Hey, look though, right? So I was talking to my boy from what's the touring company? The big touring
Golden
company.
Voice?
What's the name?
Fuck.
Everybody
what is
using
it?
Live Nation.
Live Nation.
Oh.
Talking to my people from Live Nation, right? I told them I want to do something different. I don't want to rap. I want to do a awareness tour, raise the flag tour. I was gonna do it with Crips and Bloods, but I think we should.
You gonna do it with
focus
King Yellow?
Huh?
I know what you're saying. What happened?
I was just talking to King Yellow. You guys are going to get me wrapped up again.
Tell King Yellow. Hey, look, I watched him. One more thing too. King Yellow, I don't know you, homie. Once again, let me clear this up. My politics, not y'all politics. So just the shit that got shown to me over here that would be crossing the line. Over there, you doing what you doing over there ain't got nothing to do
What you
do
feel
with
like
me.
you did
cuz.
wrong though?
I forgot, but what Wack said, his name was in the paper. He basically said they Crips.
No, he got pulled over by the cops, and he basically starts talking to the cops, and they start asking him a bunch of questions that are like the easiest gang-related questions you ever answered.
He got pulled over off appeal.
Is Lil Durk a BD?
He wasn't trying to.
He's Offset a GD. He's like, you know? It's kind of like he wasn't really giving him anything that you couldn't figure out on Google in 5 minutes.
Right.
But he was giving him something. And so a lot of people look at that
you
a
ain't
certain way.
supposed to, because I could tell the police that I'm not, and you over there telling them that I am.
I was
That's
with him the
weird.
day before the paperwork came out.
King Yella?
Remember I was in Vegas with the baddies.
Oh,
I had
okay.
invited them out with the baddies.
Oh, really?
They had went to the Nick Cannon. The baddies versus Wild. We was just out there doing that.
Small world.
But yeah, so Yella came out with Skinny, whatever the case was. So I had talked to him that day. He like, Bricc, what you think? I'm like, listen, gang, it sound like you went in there off of appeal, bro. But I'm going to tell you what it sound like. It sound like, because he got pulled over and they asked him, was it safe for Cardi B and them to come down there, bro? Nicki Minaj's husband also was apprehended by the authorities when they got to beefing with Cardi B. To me, hey, I'm not trying to make because I love Offset. I will hope that wasn't what's going on. But to me, it seems like motherfuckers is hitting the authorities. Why the fuck is you watching me over a beef with these niggas, pulling me over, asking me is they straight when they come down here? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what even gets you on my tail? Did somebody hint to you that it might be a problem when I touch down? You get what I'm saying? Because they did it to Nicki. Nicki, dude, had a violation as soon as he came back home. He went to house arrest, nigga, right? He got put back on house arrest after waiting for Offset and them downstairs. All of this shit is stupid, but a lot of shit happens on the internet. Why they don't take all of it serious? It seemed like it's an extra phone call. And that's what I told him before. I told him, you in the wrong for agreeing with that shit. IDK. You shouldn't even talk about that.
I can tell you that's a small
like
thing. That's a small thing that the hood can forgive. I would say you could get your you come get your DP for even saying a nigga name or saying a nigga, because you could say nigga I'm a this, I'm a that. You could tell on yourself all day.
And then they were saying he told on his girlfriend, but the whole play was that, bitch, I got this gun in your name for you to take the fall. So it's like, I get that point too. No, listen. If your girl get a registered gun,
but you go down with it. That's what he said.
My homegirl, matter of fact, my homegirl, because your girl I actually do know as a friend, nigga, say she go get a blower, and it's in her name. You got it in your car with your kid. Y'all got kids together. You get pulled over with
that's my
thing. You're not gonna shoot your shot. Hey, my bitch got to come get her gun. She left it in the car. It's registered.
It don't go like that for me.
It's in the it's registered. No, if it's registered, not if they don't got. Yes, to her name. It's registered to her.
Come get this gun.
No, it's not even that. Hey, nigga, I didn't even know that was there. That is my wife's gun.
Oh, so you saying that's my wife's gun, and it is her gun.
And it is her gun. In her name, in your car. Shit.
Because like they gonna figure out it's my wife's gun. Now it's up to her to press charges after that.
What you mean? She can't press charges if you do this shit on the scene like, hey, she finna pull up. This her gun.
Do she pull up?
Dead dummies. Is she gonna pull up? I'm saying if you tell them right then and there, you don't even gotta go to jail and bail out over this shit.
Damn, that's fucked up.
If that was the play from the get-go, like, hey, I'm gonna buy this gun. If I ever get cracked with this gun, I'm calling.
Did she know that?
That's what Yellow was saying. That was the whole play. Like, you know you bought this gun and you knew this what I was going to use because I'm on federal probation.
So you saying you would have did that?
I'm not saying that. I would have did nothing. I'm speaking what we had on the phone call.
What you would have did?
If I don't know if I'm going to have my bitch gun in the car. I'm going to have an illegal gun in the car. I'm not
going to have somebody in the car to
I'm not shooting a nigga with a gun registered to my bitch. How the fuck I'm getting away with that one?
Right.
Why do you even have that motherfucker on you?
She got to shoot for her.
That's why I'm like, I don't know.
She got to shoot for her.
But if they do raid the house and I got all my legal blicks in there and they my wife's, don't holler at that bitch.
Go get your gun. Come get your gun, bitch. Let me call. I'll call my wife. Could I call my wife real quick?
Oh yeah, no,
bitch,
that's exactly
come get your gun.
I wasn't saying tell them that it was. I was saying like, hey.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Like,
hurry
hey,
up.
Hold on, the person who owned that gun on his.
Hurry up, my girl said she'd come up here right now. Oh yeah, you can do that.
Shit. I'm not saying, hey sir.
It's this bitch
gun. Hey, baby, pull up. Like, hey, they just pulled me over. Like, hey. oh, we found the gun, don't trip. The person who owned that gun on the way, don't trip.
Okay, well, you can do that.
You know what I mean? Like, we know we can't tell.
Thank you for that. You guys just really helped me to think through how that situation might unfold.
Yeah.
Because even the police before told me, they like, who gun is that? I'm like, not my gun. They was like, all right, if somebody in here say it's their gun, you could go. And then I'm like, all right, ask around. Because mind you, I got a nigga already in there who specifically told me to bring him for this. He said, nigga, DW, you need to keep niggas around like me, nigga, who take the case, nigga. Whoa, you keep another nigga. I said, come on. He spoke it to life, though. Yeah. And it just happened that day, like just so happened. And the police came.
Did cuz keep it shitty though?
It took a while. Yeah, we got to the tanks. We got to the first. I'm wondering why I'm in the court tanks, nigga.
Oh, you made it to the tanks.
Man, I made it to the tank. Soon as I walk in that door, I seen that nigga. I'm like, nigga, he like, bro. I'm like, nigga, stop talking to me on insane crib before I beat the shit out you. He like, nigga, I told him it was mine. He told him it was theirs and then took it back. But at the end of the day, he ended up taking it. He ended up getting it. Shout out to my nigga TG. He know I'm on his ass like that. I'll be on
West Side Roller though. Like I was just thinking about it. It's like, damn. All right, you supposed to just step up and do it though. Cause why you even?
It took him some time. He wasn't his girl. He didn't want to leave his girl. That's what it was.
That's why these niggas be telling to him.
Yeah, his girl was like, "Fuck them niggas. That nigga don't." Yeah. Cause you better not let that. And guess who left? Her. I didn't leave, cuz I'm still here to this day. I'm still your nigga till today. Nigga, come for me.
Right? Did he get bailed out?
He got right out. He got out before me.
And then he got his.
He got out. Nigga, I was calling, checking on him. Then the nigga was leaving, like disappearing for a while. I'm sending homies over there, like, and then he was like, "I got you. So the nigga ended up.
So BG is cleared off his charges. That's what we.
Wait.
It's very similar situation.
It's very similar situation. I just let you finish your shit just to show that type of shit happens in the hood.
Yeah. All right. So I got to live up to some of the clickbait real quick because there's certain things that they really want to see me talk about, and I titled this in such a way. So I guess I got to get to this. Okay. So basically, a couple weeks ago, I'm minding my own business Saturday night. And I get a DM from Akademiks' girl, or who I understood to be his girl at the time.
Hey, can you have one of them get my lemonade? Sorry.
She goes by the name of Shay Glizzy.
Yeah.
Glizzy Gang. Anyway, she DMs me, Wack, and Troy Ave, and she sends us a dick picture of Akademiks, which I realize might be kind of, that shit ain't got a filter. You better be careful.
Cuz fuck with the spot. Cuz smokers, you know what that is.
I do a lot of shit.
So I open up the DM and I see this dick picture, right?
Wait, what? I'm lost.
Okay. Akademiks' girlfriend, or I don't know if they're together or
big
whatever.
at him?
Huh?
Nothing.
Listen, I did a whole podcast with Wack. I already did my full review of the dick pic.
I was waiting for the homie to react, cuz.
Listen, go ahead. DW is getting a taste of 22 coming through with the gay content. No, not a taste, but a feel. Pause.
A feel.
Also, pause on that.
You didn't know me at 22, we get gay sometimes, man.
Whoa, okay.
We get gay.
Wait, no.
I'm just playing.
I
You got to see
mean, y'all ain't fucking me up.
in the Crip Mac thing on Channel 5, I'm fully like, yeah, for years now, I've been trying to get Crip Mac to do some freaky activities with me. I don't know. My girl was watching it with me. She goes, why'd you say it like that? I'm like, I didn't mean it like, all right. But either way, so he gets in a fight with his girl. She sends basically unflattering dick pictures to a bunch of his associates / friends, right? Me and Wack do a whole podcast. We talk about it for like 40 minutes during the fucking podcast, making some jokes about the dick pictures and the fact that they maybe were not the most flattering pictures you ever seen in your life, right?
Well, Flacco said because he was on soft, you should have let him beat it before he sent it to you.
What the fuck going on?
Flacco said that. I'm saying you just
that's how Flacco people
the gay conversation.
Flacco will do anything to defend Akademiks to the point where it is almost pathological. Like
because Baby Boom's not even
with the girl,
and he going crazy defending it.
Yeah. So you said that it's not nothing to brag about.
Listen, I don't know what it's like when he's on hard. I don't know what it's like when he's standing with his back arched, whatever. All I know is what I saw in the picture.
Putting it all the way out every inch.
The picture was fucked up. But either way, this is a picture. Who knows? You know, like,
Photoshop.
Some people are growers and not showers.
Showers.
You never know.
I said. That's what I told Flacco.
At that moment, He was probably growing.
What a liquor, fam.
Because that picture wasn't really showing. Wait, you don't want to fuck with the California roots? I keep looking at this bottle of wine or whatever.
Guys, who did that?
That's wine?
That's a white ass
We
shit.
could send one of the guys in the front to go get some
send one
alcohol.
of them niggas.
What do you want to drink?
Send them niggas. How much longer we got?
Probably 2 hours.
I got
hour and a
Barry
half.
right here. I got Barry right.
Okay.
No, I'm saying send them niggas.
Okay. What do you
Nah,
want to
Barry,
drink?
make sure I'm stay where I need to stay. Tequila.
Okay.
Huh?
Get him the bum tequila.
Nah, because weed make me like this.
No, my girl is pressing me for the weed sake.
Oh,
She wants weed?
but
Okay.
yeah, not tell cut tequila. I know they hear
Johnny,
me?
can you send that text to the group chat?
That's my boy. I told y'all we grew weed together.
What you
Oh,
want,
yeah?
Reposado?
Reposado.
Reposado Casa.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, we grew
Sure,
weed
whatever.
together.
All right, so that happened. And after that happened, and think about what my thought process is on this, which is basically like me and Akademiks have a relationship where, all right, he hit me up when my wife did the scene with the large African-American gentleman, Jason Love. You haven't seen it? You didn't hear about this?
I'm not interested.
You're too disconnected from the
You've
world around
never
you.
heard about his wife?
I know. I heard about it.
No, we didn't.
From what I
Nobody
know,
watched it.
just how I
Not the
only know what I
reality
know.
show thing. I'm just talking about her doing the scene with the other guy. It was like 6 months ago or something like that. Anyway, Ak hit me up. Everybody's names are too similar. Ak, Whack, Vlad. They all kind of sound like the same name, so I'm always fucking it up. Either way, Ak hits me up. He asked me, basically, like, he goes, "Yo, it's your wife?" And we've had back and forths, in the past where we had beefs where we kind of, my girl's name got brought involved or whatever. So it's like, it's kind of a soft subject. But he basically made it clear to me, I won't joke around about that shit because it's your wife. And I told him, no, you gotta make content about it because the whole point of us fucking doing this shit in the first place is to go viral, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna tell one of the biggest content creators in the space to not talk about some situation that is fucking viral as fuck, right? So then he does like a whole play-by-play. He watched the fucking porno tape and he's reacting to it on stream or whatever, going crazy. And so then when I get the dick picture sent to me, my thought process is like, me and Akademiks on good terms for the past couple of years. But I think if there's something that comes out and it's not some life or death shit, it's some shit that at the end of the day is some funny shit, then we're going to make content. We're going to laugh about it. We're going to do it.
Fuck.
The same way that, Ak had some more serious shit said about him in the past by this girl, and I didn't talk about it. I totally left it alone because it sounded crazy to me. It sounded like, it could turn into a legal situation or whatever, so I wasn't going to joke about that. But then when we're talking about your girl or your ex-girl sending out your dick pictures, I mean, that to me, that's just funny, right? Like, I'm not going to show the fucking dick pictures on the stream or anything like that, but we can make some content. We can laugh about it. So we do that. Ak didn't hit me up after that. He didn't say nothing about it, right? Because, like, I assumed he was on the same page as me, where
Fuck it,
some
everybody
funny
talk
shit
about
happens.
it.
We're gonna make some content about
Fuck
it, right?
that. He hoping that you don't post that shit, Phil.
I mean, he knows me well enough to know that I'm not gonna go out there outing his fucking revenge porn.
Respect.
Like, that's some crazy. It could be the person I hate the most in the world, and if somebody sent me their fucking dick pics, I'm not gonna go post the dick pics on Twitter. Number one, because that's some crazy shit from a legal standpoint, and number two, that's just weird. I feel like I'm not gonna be out here making moves like that. That's wild. But anyway. So we don't have a conversation about it or whatever. And then we do another episode of the Adam and Wax show, and we talked about it for like a couple minutes on there, but it wasn't really that bad. So to me, it's like this is kind of already water under the bridge. I'm sure that Ak and I are on the same page, right? Then yesterday, I get a DM from his girl or ex-girl, Shay, and she's messaging me sounding urgent as fuck. Like she really is like, hit me, like, call me now. And my first response is, no, I'm not calling you. What the fuck? Like, you're crazy. Like you don't even know. This bitch done wild shit to him. Like, really, really wild shit. From my conversation with him on the phone now, or last night.
Even worse than the shit he put out there.
I know shit now that's way crazier than everything that the public knows about the shit that this bitch put him through. But
do you feel sorry for him?
Do I feel sorry for him for dealing with this girl? Yes, absolutely. Anybody who knew the details of this would feel sorry for him because
What did she say?
What type of nigga
it's
put
not
up
what
with
she
that?
said. It's what she's done. He said.
Oh yeah, she does. She stole $500,000. She does all type of crazy.
I
shit.
mean, he said he said the cops have been to his crib like 20 times.
But why do you keep this bitch in your house?
Because you a game at that point.
I mean, the way he's talking about, I'll get to that. But so
he love her. My bad.
She tells me she wants to talk on the phone. The urgency that she hit me in the DMs made me feel like, oh shit, like this sounds like a big deal. I got to figure out what the fuck she's talking about. So I call her. First time I ever spoke to her. And immediately I get a vibe that I think would probably be pretty similar to what you would feel like if the Joker was real.
Oh.
Like I felt like I'm really kind of talking to someone who is capable of evil.
Conniving.
Yes, like one of history's great evil dictators. Like this, she might be comparable to like a Hitler or a Joseph Stalin or something like that. That was just the energy that I was getting from this brief communication with her. And she's doing this thing that I would compare to like when you go on a podcast and you're talking to somebody who's not really like a genuine communicator, like a person who actually wants to know what you think. Because she's asking me like, she was basically telling me like, why did you and Wack have that conversation about those pictures? She's trying to tell me that the pictures are not a big deal. Those pictures have already been posted other places. I'm thinking in my head like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
She acting like you bringing it up.
Yeah,
like,
she's acting like it's my fault for talking about it and not her fault for fucking sending it in the first place. And I'm thinking like, this is crazy. Like, how the fuck are you trying to Batman this situation, trying to come in here
That's what bitches do.
make shit cool, whatever.
They play Vic.
Because as far as I was concerned, shit was cool. It was just jokes, whatever. But she's on the phone with me, acting like he's super mad about it, and she's kind of advocating for me to hit him up, to talk about
Make it cool.
to make it water under the bridge, whatever. And so I'm telling her, I go, listen, my perspective is that he's done content where he had laughs, he had jokes about situations in my private life, and he made content about it. And my perspective is that me getting this unrequested dick pic is basically the same thing, where I'll make content about it. But if it's something more serious, you know, like he had her say some shit about the cops going to his house, door getting kicked in, all this crazy shit. We didn't make content about that. You and Sharp, I think, might have discussed it a little bit on the pod or whatever. But I'm not joking around about that shit because that shit sounds super serious. When it comes to something like the dick pic, I'm feeling like this is something we can have a funny conversation about on the podcast. So she hears that and then is repeating it back to me, but reshaping what I'm saying.
This is cold
to
too.
be what she wants me to be saying. So she's saying, oh, so you're still hung up on the fact that he talked about Lena in the past and you're going to say anything to piss him off?
She playing games.
And I'm like, that's not what I said.
Fuck?
I'm saying that I feel like a standard had been established for how me and him are going to communicate.
We own that now.
Which is that if it's some shit that's funny,
You guys
we'll
can talk
make
about
funny
each
content
other's
about
dicks.
it. If it's some shit that's life or death or like a serious criminal situation, the same way if I had some big accusation dropped
You should have
tomorrow.
told that bitch to beat it.
So the conversation lasts like 5 minutes, but I'm kind of like getting the vibe from speaking to her. I'm like, oh, this
Did he
bitch
get
is
involved
really
with that
fucked
other
up.
conversation about when they were trying to put your name in all the slander with, I don't like to bring up spilled milk, but did he ever run content on that?
About what?
The young lady.
No, he actually, like, when that came up back in the day, he was cool about it or whatever, and he hasn't really like he hasn't really made content about that. He's just
So
like,
this
you know,
is fair game. This
me,
shit is fair game.
I'll
You-
put
Lena,
I
my
would
wife.
put dick pic jokes in the same bucket as Lena and Jason
Yeah, for
Love
sure.
sex tape jokes.
For sure.
You know, because it's like it's
I think that's just touchy. He probably more touched than you were now to think about it.
But
I could see
but
it.
the dick pic, I didn't ask for the dick pic. The dick
Exactly.
pic landed in my phone. I'm
that's
laughing
crazy.
about it. I
The dick
showed
landing in your
nobody.
phone is crazy.
and there was part of me.
Dick landing in
I
your
sound
phone.
like
Dicks are
somebody
crazy.
bitch, right?
No, but there was a part of me that didn't even want to mention the dick pic at all. I was just like, I'm just not even gonna say anything about this because I kind of felt bad immediately because it's like, you know, if your psycho ex-girlfriend hit me up and said a bunch of shit about you, and it's clear that she's telling me because she
check your
wants to
DMs.
get at you.
Check
Right.
your DMs. It's
I'm-
like 4 of them.
That's some
Is it
real
really? I
nigga
gotta
shit
dig
right
through
there.
that
What
more.
you were about to say right there is some real
Yeah.
niggas.
Yeah.
If you notice that she's only doing that for a bullshit ass reason, I wouldn't
Can't
do
pay
it
no
only
mind.
because of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it to the furthest extent.
Because your
of
malice.
that.
It's all out of malice,
Yeah.
bitch.
And so I thought about not even saying anything about it. But the thing is that the first thing that I did when I got these dick pics is that I fucking left Wack 100 a voice note talking about it. And the world has heard it because Wack played it on the fucking podcast. But I broke it down to him because in my mind, Wack has a history of potentially, allegedly, obtaining and owning people's
pics.
sex tapes and just what do you do with it? I've never really been in this position before where I had somebody's like, intimate material that was just on my phone and I didn't know what the fuck to do or what to think. So me and Wack talked about it on the podcast. We made jokes about it. We got down. We had a funny little segment about it, whatever. But either way, when I told her that shit on the phone, she immediately gets off the phone and starts telling him Adam is real mad at you still about shit with Lena. And this is what she told him that's really crazy because this is so far removed from anything that I actually said. She said, Adam's going to come at you and anybody you fuck with because he wants to get back at you because of the Lena shit. Keep in mind, this Lena shit with him and her having issues or whatever, that's a million years ago. And also, she never even got involved in it at all. She don't even know about any time that me and him ever argued and her name came up. She basically doesn't even know about that because she's so far removed from the whole urban podcast, reindeer
that's
game
the devil.
scene.
But I'm going to tell you like that. That's the devil.
Exactly.
Any person who twists his shit up like that and really have a mastermind plan with it at the end of the day just to make two niggas do, she trying to make a nigga stop fucking with you now to start back fucking with her type shit to make it seem like she on your side.
Like she's the
somehow.
one patching it up.
Flame.
When it's really her fault.
Flame, the bitch.
She slithering.
Followed Cuz to found Cuz safe combinations and went and trimmed every safe for like 50, 60 bands at a time to where Cuz didn't see it till his goofy ass went to go count his money up one day.
Nice
He said
ass
it was
nigga.
an
That's
M,
too nice. You
and
too
it was
being
like
too nice.
550 gone from up out of there. It was supposed to be an M. He said what he had like
I seen what he said.
He said he had $500,000 tucked into socks, which also, that's some crazy shit because when she was on the phone with me, she's telling me all that shit was made up, which I don't know if I believe that.
I don't
it feels
know,
more like it's, I don't really see that as being on brand for him to just
I mean,
lie
but if
about
you
it.
could trim him, he's a trick.
But he's trying
man.
to, yeah. See,
But he says he got all the money back.
Never.
From who?
Never
From her?
Yeah, you're never gonna get all of
You
it.
might not.
Nigga.
You might
might
get
not.
90%.
You might get.
She gonna spend some of it, right?
Might
Come on,
not.
bro. She spent a chunk of that shit the day she robbed you.
Might
She
not.
went Chanel, Gucci, Louis,
Before,
whatever
on that
she
dead.
did.
If my
Yeah.
baby mama get mad enough, starting from the gas station all the way to where she going, my shit might go bling, boom, bye, bye. That's why you don't let everybody in your business. No cap.
But okay, so then he gets that response from her where she hits him up and tells him about this, that, and the other thing, and he gets on stream and he goes kind of crazy from what I heard. I only saw like 10 minutes of it, but he's mad, he's pissed off at me, and I understand why because he's hearing her tell this crazy ass version of it, and he's also just thinking, why the fuck would Adam get on the phone with my girl for any reason ever? And as soon as he said, because we talked last night for like an hour, as soon as he said that, I'm like, oh man, I really fucked up. Because even though I got on the phone with her thinking that she was just going to tell me some
Shouldn't
crazy.
have got on the phone.
Yeah, it's why am I on the phone in the
Because
first
he ain't
place?
supposed to be talking to your bitch.
And I just been talking about him on the podcast, and I didn't hit him up to give him fair warning like I'm fucking Israel being like, yo, we're about to drop some fucking bombs on y'all. I just didn't say anything to him. So the fact of me getting on the phone with her in the first place, it's going to look weird. And the thing about me DMing with her, which we had never DM'd before this either, but the thing about me DMing with her is she can send the screenshots of the DM. She's probably not going to fake DMs, right? So he can read the DM and see exactly what I said. As soon as I say one thing to her on the phone and she could say, this is what he said on the phone, then shit is really going to get twisted up and fucked up, right? So I don't really blame him for being pissed off about that. But as soon as I get on the phone with him, I start realizing that he's in a position where he doesn't really feel comfortable communicating about the relationship, past or present, with her, because she's basically like, at any given turn, at any moment, if he says anything about her, then she's gonna go nuclear and she's gonna fuck his shit up for days and shit, basically. So by the end of the conversation, I started perceiving
She still got shit.
well, she's just
pocket?
like going crazy trying to fuck his life up and shit.
I've
And
been there.
I'm kind of realizing that he's not necessarily
Not all
like
the way there,
soft.
but
He's soft.
I
That's
think
on the
what it is.
bitch.
a lot of people on Reddit and in the comments and shit think that Ak is just fully on board and just loving having all this drama
He's
with the
like
girl and
Blueface.
everything. But I think it's really more like he has a terrorist in his life who's kind of like
it get like that.
controlling everything, and he doesn't feel like he can really like
get like
speak
that.
publicly. So he's trying to kind of go quietly and just sort of let her do her thing or whatever. But
she wasn't there for him from the gig.
Because it's like a timer gets set. What up, Remo? It's like a timer gets set with him, where as soon as look at Remo handing over some fucking liquor.
I got that.
What's that? That's a regular juice?
Yeah, that's a lemonade. Go ahead.
Hey, no. Cuz I've been there before where it's like, fuck, I can't leave this shit because you saw.
So he let too much.
She not there for. She didn't come there for cuz. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Look, don't get me wrong. I got homies in all shapes, different sizes, player niggas, down to they get all type of bitches. But you know when a certain bitch ain't here. I done been in certain places where I know a bitch ain't here just for me. Cause
you here for what's going on?
Yeah, even though cause she was dealing with these type of niggas. Now she got me. She see I'm young hot. You know what I'm saying? I know why you here. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta watch what you letting in your circle. Once I see you slithering, okay, I know how to move. I'm stumped down on this bitch though because bitch, you got me fucked up. You take $500K from me. Bitch. Niggas get put up top for $500K.
Come on, man.
You sound stupid. I don't give a fuck. I ain't saying. I'm doing some good. $500K. $500K. I could go give 10 over here to see about you.
That's what it's like a whole lot of shit that he let her do, build up to this shit, and now
she gonna keep doing it.
It's like, why are you letting her take soft dick pics? What's going on?
Hold on, fam.
He probably like, what are you
niggas
doing,
better stop being uncomfortable around or too comfortable around these females.
But that's the thing, is you can tell
looking weird.
That those pictures were basically like, if I had to guess, it was her hitting them with like the
but
you know, like, I'm gonna get some blackmail.
Don't do that though,
because it wasn't like the picture that you would want to take if you actually were trying to get the dick picture. It seemed more like
nigga. I would have been hard if I was trying to get a dick picture.
He's sitting down. He ain't even looking at the camera, so it's like he doesn't even know or whatever. So that's crazy because that lets you know that she was preparing this way in advance and getting ready to fucking have something to expose about.
Just in case.
She probably took those. I think those photos are like old. They're like 6 months old, a year old.
Naked though?
Hey, it's new. Whenever
butt naked for the bitch.
Hey, look,
you won't get naked. You're so straight. You won't get naked.
Hey, Gay. Let me tell you one thing. I just found.
Hold
on. I don't like to do. Matter of fact, certain shit you do not sell the internet. Motherfuckers ain't for you after that. But that's what I'm saying. Me personally, I don't even get when I'm at home or you see me in a room with my baby mama or anybody, I'll be like, hold on, cuz.
Basketball shit.
If I'm moving around naked too long, I'm uncomfortable.
For like 10 seconds, I'm to the shower to my boxers.
I'm saying, but like me and my baby mama, we have fun with bitches and all that. So nigga didn't have to be all type of ways before.
Get cracking.
But you gotta just watch, even when she play or whatever. Don't play with me like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really naked for very long.
Don't play with me naked,
you feel me?
I'm naked like getting out of the shower. No, but he wasn't naked. He got a shirt on. He got his pants like pulled down a little bit.
That's weirder. That's weird, bro.
So he over there like, you gonna suck it?
That's weird. What you doing though? But how's your pants down and you soft and she take a picture of that? How does that work?
If I had to guess,
super freaky.
they had just done something sexually and his pants were still down.
How long ago?
Why?
Because a nigga should.
Moments
me
before,
personally,
if I had to guess.
No,
me personally,
I'm still
still
out the tip of his dick. So
his dick did look dry. It didn't look like wet and like lubricated.
Yeah,
so I will say that.
It's still gonna be pussy juice, all type of shit on your dick. It's gonna be a little shine.
I'm still gonna be like, I'm still gonna be kind of right there.
And you gonna be half tub. That's what I'm like. I'm still gonna be going down.
Or maybe hold on. But look. I don't know about this nigga dick.
Yeah, mine is. Yeah, I'm talking about myself.
But I'm just saying that's a weird position.
Knows everything. He said that nigga's a yard man.
Yeah, but he's just making that up.
He's a yard man. You can't tell me that he got a little dick. He's from Jamaica. He got big mandingo. I said, man, what the fuck
going on,
are you
fam?
talking about?
That's crazy.
That's crazy that you're trying to. You're mad because your fucking idol got caught slipping with a soft one, and you saying that he's
but Flacco hasn't even seen it. Because I didn't show nobody besides Remo and my girl.
He's a meat rider. So I told her, I said, Flacco, you ride dick. He's like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I said, man, what the fuck are you talking about?
Anyway, like we had a long conversation about it last night, and I could accept that I did something fucked up by even hopping on the phone with her, because why would I ever have a conversation with her before I had a conversation with him when it comes to something like this? And he acknowledged that he wasn't bent out of shape about the fact that me and Wack had the conversation, because that was what I was concerned about at first. I was like, so is this a situation where it's like one set of rules for me and another set of rules for thee?
Yeah.
Like, you can joke around about shit that's going on in my private life, but I can't joke around about shit that's going on with your private life, even when both situations are clearly like very comical in nature. That was the shit that I was temporarily kind of upset about. But once I talked to him, I realized that he wasn't even planning on saying nothing about the fact that me and Wack had that conversation or whatever. He just got bent out of shape from talking to her about it.
I think he would want to let that die down, though, right?
Huh?
I would want it to die down if I was him.
What, there's just a dick pic
I
combo
wouldn't
in
speak
general?
on it either because I would want it to die down because
Yeah.
everybody would go watch, look, see.
But all right, I'm gonna be real with you. Ak is in a weird position, and from talking to him last night, I realized that he gets this. Where you get to a point where the fans basically decide that they want to be the ones steering the ship. Where maybe you want to make content where you come in here and you talk about rap albums, or you talk about whatever the fuck's going on, yada yada, and then all of a sudden the fans want you to talk about drama with your girl or whatever. But from his perspective, I seen he uploaded earlier today or last night, he uploaded a clip of him talking about Gotti's guy,
His brother.
Big Juke or whatever, getting killed. Realistically, that's the kind of shit that would probably do well on his page, is him having conversations about some hip hop shit.
Exactly.
Having conversations about your girl, especially in a situation like this where it's not like it's some famous girl, it's just this random girl that maybe the Akademiks Reddit really cares about it. Maybe the No Jumper Reddit is hyped up about it, but it's not really like the content that he's necessarily going to make if he wants to make popular content, you know? So I understand where he's coming from, that the fans might want him to talk about that shit every night. He's not the one who really put any of that shit out on Front Street. Like, if it were up to him and what he had put out there, then you probably wouldn't even know who this fucking girl is. Everything that we know about their relationship was basically brought to the table by her. She's exposing shit
I
about
think he got-
whenever she got a boring week going, boom, she gonna say this.
She's
that.
slithering. I'm
Even
trying
me
to tell
having
you.
this conversation, I almost feel bad clearing this shit up, because I know that the end result of this conversation is probably going to be her
Boosted
saying,
her.
all right, I'm going to press a few more
Yeah,
buttons,
press a
try to
few more.
crank shit up a
Exactly.
little bit more.
Exactly. So I think that the fucking spotlight is a little bit off of Akademiks now. in
He
that
want it
big
off
pic.
right now, I'm
No,
trying to tell you.
because his co-host is a fucking pedophile.
Well, okay. So
And is he mad at you about calling a spade a spade? That's what I. That's
okay.
my
Is
question.
he a pedophile?
Yeah.
okay, let's clarify.
We go,
Actual factual.
So there's a
we going
guy
over
named
it
Lil
right
Boom.
now. We go dig in. Pause.
Lil Boom is basically acts. I don't even call him his co-host, because it's not like he does content with him that much, but he's like frequently in his
That's his
Discord.
mans.
Yeah, like when Act did the Roots picnic thing, and he needs just a random homie to talk to on stage, he gets Lil Boom to do it. So
That's his hype man.
That's his little homie or whatever. So, but we never, on a personal level, I never knew nothing about Lil Boom, and I never had a real problem with him or whatever. Like, he talked a little bit of shit to me over the years about some shit I can't even remember, but I never really had a problem with him. One day I'm scrolling the Reddit, and I see a post from like the Ocala Police Department Facebook from
Opelika.
some shit,
Yeah.
2020 or 2021 or whatever, and it's a picture of Lil Boom walking up in the Walmart. And the basic description of what they're saying that he did was that he went up in the Walmart and he was touching 10-year-old girls' butts. And I think it might have been like a 16-year-old's butt or some shit
Yeah,
too.
17. Yeah.
Now, when you read this on Facebook, and I mean, I've been around this dude before too, I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Sounds terrible.
This is insane. This is like one of the weirder things I heard of. Like, the first thing that came to mind for me is like, were you doing a prank? Was this some kind of like,
That don't make sense.
yeah, right? But like, I'm trying to think of like any way that it makes sense. Or are you just like straight up going to the Walmart because you're just dying to get some freaky shit going on? I don't know. I couldn't wrap my head around it.
Well,
Have anybody ever asked you that? Nobody. Oh, nobody talked to him.
It just surfaced this weekend.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna ask her.
you from one of them small towns, right?
Basically,
Agreed upon. Walmart's where is that, right?
Oh, at night, the Walmart. When I
okay.
was in high school, we would go to the Walmart at 12 o'clock on a Saturday night, and you would see a lot of cool people at the Walmart. There wasn't nothing else that we could do when we were 17,
All right,
18, whatever.
So continue.
I'm lost.
So
Where we
he
going
might
with
do
the
be
Walmart
freaky
thing?
going to Walmart. I lived in the South before. Walmart
Freaky
happens
Walmart
to
niggas
be,
is crazy.
Freaky, no matter how
Walmart
freaky
niggas
the
is
Walmart
sick.
is, you can't touch a 10-year-old's butt. I think we got to agree
but
on
what
that.
I'm telling you,
That's
no,
just where
no,
it's
you
gonna
said, is
get.
he going there on some freak shit? Possibly.
I'm out at the
Because
Walmart.
no, in them small, like when I was hustling in Mississippi and when I was going to school in Mississippi, nigga, it might not be nothing rolling. Then you pull up to the Walmart, niggas out there, music loud, drinking, nigga, the bitches walking up and down. On some grown people shit.
I don't know.
The female
It-
shit.
to me, it
That's
looked
not
like it was the middle of the day.
He
Yeah,
shouldn't
it
even
was
be
the
around
middle
that
of the
man.
day.
And hey, not even trying to bury him or anything, but it would be one thing if it was just the police posting about this. And when I say it would be one thing, it still seems pretty serious. Like, why the fuck would the cops be posting about that? Unless
But-
they had like a bunch of complaints and shit. But then they also, in the same Reddit thread, they showed some of the comments on the Reddit and you had, or on the Facebook, and it seemed like you had concerned citizens, like moms and shit, saying, oh, this guy did some creepy shit to my kid.
Yeah.
Which all of a sudden made me be like, oh, Lord,
fuck.
like maybe this is some real
Hey,
shit.
let me
whatever.
tell you one thing
And
about
what did his
freaky
brother-
niggas.
Go ahead.
When more than two people say something about a dude being a creep,
Starts getting a little more
He's a
consistent.
creep, cuz.
I would tell you
Believe
like
it.
snitching, but sometimes niggas don't like certain niggas, so they hear rumors and run with it.
Right.
But some freaky shit like that, and you hear different individuals popping out, he did something.
Something happened. I don't know, but he's denying it. But we'll get into that too. But
I don't know, bro. I don't know how your politics go
All
over
I
here,
did-
but over here,
all I did
that's
was
freaky.
screenshot it.
No,
I
we gonna go
screenshotted the
into the
Facebook
shit.
post,
Yeah.
and I posted it on my story, and I wrote, "What the fuck is this?" Laughing emoji at Lil Boom. I just tagged him. This was not me trying to gang up on the academic universe or whatever. This was just me seeing a picture of somebody who I know one way or another doing something that I couldn't wrap my head around,
As
or being
if
accused
Bricc
of doing
Baby
something.
did it, you would have did the same shit.
If Bricc Baby did, I would have hit you up and said, Bricc Baby, what the fuck is this? For him, I just posted. I don't got his number. I posted up on my story.
Pre-no jumper.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I probably always had
Alright,
more respect
yeah,
for you
okay.
than that. But like, I posted on my story. I said, "What the fuck is this?" It's
If
not
I
like
was, if I was being a creep, post
I'm
me
not
as a
bringing
creep. Don't
anything
stall
to
me
the
out.
table right there that isn't already out there because this is a fucking Facebook post. Which I also wondered if the Facebook post was real, and I didn't post it until somebody sent me a link to the Facebook post so I could click it and actually scroll down and see that it was real and shit. So anyway, I posted on my story, and then 1090 Jake pulls up in my text combo right away. He goes, "What's the info on this?" I go, "I don't know. All I know is a Facebook post." I sent a link to the Facebook. After that, I didn't have anything to do with it. I was probably one of the first 10,000 people to watch the 1090 Jake video because I wanted to know what the fuck the story was. 1090 Jake breaks it all down. But, I mean, amongst other things, like, he has a brother, I guess, who claims to be a Rolling 60 Crip from Florida.
Hey, cuz, keep the hood out your mouth, cuz. Out hustlers.
But 1090 DMs him and starts having a conversation with his brother, and his brother is like denying that anything's going on. But then 1090 starts digging deeper, and he finds more paperwork that basically shows that his brother
His
was
brother snitched on him, gang. His
crazy
brother
shit.
the one that told the police. What did he tell the police?
Basically told him his brother was on some weird shit.
His
I don't
brother
know.
was a weirdo. So he like, hey, yeah, my brother's a freak, man. It's true.
That's not even telling.
Yeah.
His
not
brother get
telling.
a pad. That ain't
Yeah, he get
telling.
a pass. What I say? Adam?
Niggas like that
I
should
said-
be known
I
about.
said- what I say? I said, brother lightweight get a pass, bro.
He
If
get
your
a
brother
pass.
freaky, bro. If the police ask you, do he touch kids? Like,
Got
get this
to.
creep ass
Yeah.
nigga up out of
He
here.
Oh, that's allowed snitching?
Yeah,
I would say yeah,
that's not
right?
snitching.
That's getting the creep.
Publicize that.
Yeah.
We're gonna call that
Uh,
publicize.
Like you can't hide a creep, can you? Like if I see a child getting fucked, excuse me,
Right.
but shit. But I'm just saying, like I probably killed a nigga. That's why I was so enraged saying
Hey,
it. But
no,
if I see a child, anything happening to a child by another man, I'm not supposed to exploit the fact that it happened.
I'm telling on cuz.
No, you can
I'm
definitely-
telling on you if that was your MO. If that, I
I'm
ain't
going
telling the
to-
police, but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling the homies, or I'm telling,
No,
I'm
he
telling
told the
everybody
police.
right
His
here.
brother told the police.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I'm not gonna go that far. But
I'm not
if
mad
I
at
see-
cuz brother.
I'm not either.
His brother get a pass in the set.
I'm not super
that it's
like
another
yo.
nigga.
All I'm
His
saying,
brother get a pass.
I'm not the investigator
saying,
because Lil Boom is out here acting like I'm the one who made the fucking video about him, or I'm the one who first posted it
You
in the
were,
Reddit or
Adam.
whatever. All I did was post it one time on my story because I wanted to know what the
you're
fuck was
no
going
jumper,
on.
Adam.
But I'm the more well-known person, so he's not gonna. I mean, 1090 Jake pretty goddamn well-known. You could get mad at him too, but he don't want the smoke with 1090 Jake. He just want to complain about
He
me
don't want
posting
the
on my
smoke
story
with
one
us
time.
either.
He acting like I'm the one fucking publicizing this shit, or like it was some big plot for me to get at Academics.
So
It's not at all. Like why?
Are
you don't
mad?
have to have
Why
a
was
problem.
you touching asses?
Listen,
Let's start there.
You
though.
don't have to have a problem with
nothing
Academics
else is relevant.
to see. Listen, picture a screenshot of a person that you know on a Facebook page for a police department,
excuse me.
and they're saying that this dude is wanted for touching underage booties in the Walmart. I'm sorry. You don't have to have beef with him, his boss, anyone to be like, what the fuck is this? And draw
Barry.
some attention to it.
I got some paper sent from the homie who we just was with, and I said, "What the fuck is this?" Right? I said, "What the?" We just was with him, and they sent me some shit. Said, "DW, this what you doing?" I'm like,
It's over with.
"Same shit."
It's over with.
I'm like, telling the homies. Cause you was just with me, and now even when it's
It was
when
on
it's
some freak
niggas like
shit,
that,
too?
if you hang around them, you notice though. You notice like just something a little off though, like something off about you and how you even move around me. Sometimes niggas know I don't play, so they be extra on some cool shit.
One of my best friends was a rapist, cuz.
That's
Man,
crazy.
I don't want to say cuz name. SIP.
How'd you
that.
find out?
He did it too many
Niggas
times.
just be
cuz.
freaky, cuz.
Did he get like caught and prosecuted, or you just kept hearing about it?
pussy giving? They giving it out.
All right, it ended up getting serious, but I kind of already cut ties with her. Like, every time we left a bitch around him, like, they'll come running out, or they'll come, like, you know what I'm saying? Or the next day, like, why the fuck you leave us over there? Da, da, da. And it happened so many times to where we would never bring bitches around him no more, right? And then, like, later on down the line, he was in jail, and then that DNA shit and all that, but it kind of got thrown out because it was like a homeless.
Man, that
He raped the homeless lady?
Like, just don't even put emphasis, because it really was my
He's
boy. My
saying it
homies
without
about to
saying
be
it.
mad. Like,
That's
You
so
said
fucked
it,
up
though.
on so many levels.
yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
But
And
let
it's
cut
like,
rest. Cut rested
yeah,
already?
cut rested.
Oh,
Let cut rest
my
already.
best friend though, cause like nigga, we couldn't confirm nothing like that.
Sound
but
like you confirmed it, Bricc.
we'll talk later. But like, you get what I'm saying? Rest in peace, cuz.
I don't wanna talk
Sick, so
about-
I've been
we gonna
around.
let
What I'm
Cuz
telling
rest.
you is like that shit a sick feeling, knowing that
Fuck,
people,
it hurt
like,
your feelings.
Yeah, like you gotta cut
Cause
ties with
that's
cuz,
my
and this
nigga.
my nigga.
I want to
nigga,
defend you
like,
too.
Yeah.
But low key, I'm in the wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, on the
you
dip.
can't defend nothing.
But let
like
me
that,
just make
bro.
this clear about the Lil Boom shit is that I'm still waiting to, like, I would love to see an official rebuttal from him about this, because the initial accusation is so weird that it's like, part of me just feels like, oh, there has to be like a better explanation for why
You was
the
touching
po-
little kids' booties.
Like, why would you touch a 10-year-old's butt in the Walmart? Like, I don't really get
You
that.
kind of bumped her for real.
I saw a clip of him saying like, "Oh, I bumped into her." Okay, well, everybody knows the Walmart got 5 million fucking cameras, right?
Right.
I would assume if you just really bumped into somebody, that the Walmart would not
Nah,
be looking for
I'll
you.
be
The
like,
police
play
would
it
not have
back.
been
and then
called.
bumped into the sister,
And then the other
pulled out
girl,
your
too,
phone,
yeah.
and then pulled out your phone and start recording when she bent over.
Creep alert.
Did you read that?
No,
far
I
into
read
the
that part too, and they said that
paperwork?
they weren't
Like,
able to charge him with digital something because she was wearing pants and not a skirt, so he might have been taking a
Stranger
creepy-
danger.
I don't know, man.
Dead homies.
nigga, dead homies. They couldn't charge him because he wasn't up under the panties, cuz. But he took a picture of the like
They would've charged me.
with the pants.
If it was you, they would have charged you.
Man, listen.
Fuck out of here.
Listen,
Hey, Adam, that's creep shit.
crazy.
Very
That shit
strange.
sick.
Look.
No, he got charged. And then what happened is he's trying to say he's not a rapist because they gave him a lesser sentence to plea out to on that case.
Right.
No, nigga, that's the same case.
It's
nigga.
the same
You
crime.
gotta beat cuz. You gotta whoop cuz 12 in a box for me to fuck with you. All that pleading out to something lesser. That's because the judge had mercy, nigga, and didn't want your record fucked
And
up.
not
like
for nothing,
that.
but they said the same shit about like Designer. Designer got caught up for masturbating on a fucking plane.
Right.
That's a little bit easier.
He didn't
than
get put on
touching
the sex
somebody.
offender registry because I guess there's a way where you can kind of plead it down so you don't end up on the registry and you don't have to be a sex offender for the rest of your life.
Jacking off on the plane ain't as bad as fucking.
Indecent exposure. He could have been high.
I would totally take the designer charge.
Yeah.
That's way better.
I don't vouch for that neither, but could have been high.
I'm just saying, touching a 10-year-old and touching yourself on the plane, two different things. You still get your ass whipped either way.
Being able to do even that, what designer did is, you got creeping, you could.
Super.
Listen, because I've been faded down on the plane.
Yeah.
Faded down like to the point where I need to get up and move from here.
Come on,
like,
man.
But you ain't never finna see me pull my dick out. Sit with you.
You're not gonna go to the bathroom if you gonna jack off. Like it's a bathroom right there.
That means you're ultimately a creep. Cause I can stand on business with. Cause I don't even want no problem with this man. He don't even want no problem with me.
At least like
I
most
always
of
say crib. I'm just saying
on
that's
any
crib.
given flight,
Shit.
most of the people on the flight
Street,
are
though.
adults.
You hear me?
So like, they might be
say
seeing you
DW
beat
gonna
off,
get
but
drunk.
like they're mostly adults. You know, the Walmart story is like a targeted touching.
You went in there for them kids, cuz.
Oh, Sexyy.
The only reason I was shooting him a little bit of bail because
that's a
in
predator.
the pictures on the Facebook post, it looked
That's a
like
predator,
he was like
cuz.
walking with his phone. Like I thought, like maybe it was like a skit gone wrong where he just did
Beat the
something.
shit
I
out
don't
of
know. I was
cuz.
trying to find any possible way to justify it. I watched a couple clips of him trying to justify it, and it didn't really sound that good. Like I would love to hear a nice, concise 10-minute explanation why you touched
If
the
you gotta
butts
explain
in the
for
Walmart.
10 minutes though.
But I'll give him 10 minutes.
You say
In a
that's
perfect world, he'd be able to explain it in like 1 or 2 minutes, but I'll give him 10 minutes to explain.
I would have came to the internet ASAP. That shit would have. If I didn't do that, and they saying that, I would have came and or maybe you. What is he supposed to do? Because it's the smart thing to not reply to bullshit, but. Or is the smart thing like I would come on here or say something and come clear this shit up?
It happened 3 years ago. He wasn't the little boom.
No,
he knew it was
but that's the
coming.
crazy thing.
Yeah, he always knew.
He knew it was coming.
We all knew about Lil Boom.
Boom, he
Right
big
when
boom
you thought
now.
you got away
I'm
with-
saying that's a big boom.
We knew about Lil Boom since probably like 2018 or 2017. So the fact that he had this Facebook post, which it probably only had a couple hundred likes.
Or the internet. My bad for cutting
When
you
I
off,
say
but-
we, I mean like me. People who pay attention to academic streams / people who because he had, I forget what it was, but he had like a song that was kind of popular, like on a underground internet level, whatever. He's like a meme rapper type thing. But like the fact that this post got made on a public Facebook page and got a couple hundred likes and like a lot of responses, and it was in 2021, and nobody found out. I mean, that's kind of like a real gift to him that he was able to go under the radar.
He knew though.
Many years. That's
He
3
definitely
years.
been worried about people finding out.
He knew the whole fucking
for
time.
sure. Yeah,
Shit like that eat at you, bro.
Bro, what?
For real. Like
he-
the homies who told in 05.
Oh yeah, you
They
still
know
think
that day coming.
especially in the era of 1090
Now,
Jake. Yeah,
Bro, it
the
comes out
1090
randomly.
Jake era, like we know how to get it now. So I know I know once Lil Boom started seeing everybody's name get ran, I know he was like trying to get his name off every site that he possibly could get it off of.
but yo, a lot of people are getting on Axe ass because, and he said the same thing to me on the phone yesterday, and he said it on stream, which is basically like, yeah, that shit is fucked up. Yeah, that shit sounds crazy, but that's my man. So he said basically he's rocking with him until he can't rock with him anymore. So I understand
You're
where
supposed to. He's supposed to.
because we don't really know.
He already planned
deserves
out.
a right
Oh,
to.
no. If
He
he
deserves
guilty,
a
then
right
he
to
guilty.
respond to this shit. From my perspective, like on it, like it already went to court, whatever. If that was my homie, I'll be like, all right, we got to at least have the conversation either on camera or off
Him and
camera,
Act.
and I'm gonna take the whether I still fuck with you as a very serious decision. Just because of the weirdness of the nature of the accusation and how well vetted it seems to be because there's all this fucking Walmart security camera footage. If it was a joke, if it was a prank, if it was not what they're saying it was, you would think they would have been able to use the surveillance footage to be able to prove that it wasn't what they're saying
They're
was, you know?
He better be
But,
like he
but
wasn't joking
I
with
think-
nobody who daddy was in there with a blick.
Right, that's what but I think Act shit, as a homie, you do give your homie the benefit of the doubt before you even just cut him off any type of way, unless I see it, fam. When I see it, but I still want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Cause low key, if I care about you, I want you to get up out of here because you know where we might have to do something to you. But besides that, Like, cuz, what were you on? He should be able to sit down with Act.
Exactly.
And Act be like, what is this about for real?
Exactly.
You feel me? And he should be able to tell Akademiks, look, nigga, I was playing. I was
But that
literally
shoulda
some
happened-
weirdo shit.
That should have happened during the
Nah,
case.
he
though.
tried. He
During
thought
the
maybe it
case,
wouldn't came out.
He should have at least had the one-on-one during the case. Why do you only give a fuck now, Act?
Because-
Have you been knowing about
Act
this?
probably been new.
That's
you
on
think he knew?
rolling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah,
my
hey, you
bad
wanna
to
know-
keep on
That would be
extra,
interesting.
but
They- no,
that's
they
just
live-
my
He
ego,
told me
cuz.
that he did not know about
Bro,
this until this.
they live in a messy situation. I mean,
But he lives all the way down in Florida, so
that's
like
his boy.
That's
it is his
man.
boy. But
You find out shit
I don't know.
quicker about
Adam,
niggas
I
who
went
ain't.
to jail. Bail me out. What the fuck was you in jail for? I rubbed some ass.
Adam, how many people you knew about their information before the whole world knew, and they should have knew.
if Lil Boom was my homie that I did podcasts with occasionally every couple months or whatever, like they do, I mean, he could have easily caught this charge, went to court for it, and just never mentioned it. to
Right,
this
that's
dude,
what
you
he's
know?
doing with Act. But let's say Act did find out because they girls talk or niggas talk to their girls for sure. And when
His ops have been DMing Act this paperwork.
somebody who too little to let you know you ain't been hearing, like that post. That post was too little for us to really know the world.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he been new. Act probably seen it because Act is involved with him.
They
When I'm
sent it
involved
to
with you, Adam, I start seeing shit about you all the time now.
That's like if G-Face or Snoopy Badass. That's like if Snoopy Badass catch one of them charges. You don't think the paperwork coming to your DM? You don't
Oh,
think
for
that
sure,
post
yeah.
is coming to you? And you
The thing
only
is
see it
like,
once every 3
Lil
months.
Boom
too.
is
You're
not that
really-
famous, and this Facebook post is like it really only had like 200 likes or some shit. So I could imagine Ag not seeing it as somebody who's like probably too busy to really like check his DMs and shit. But that would be kind of revealing if we realized that he did know about it for a while. But I'm not gonna lie, there was a time somebody who used to work No Jumper who was around where their girl showed up in my DMs and decided that they wanted to let me know he been beating me, he been doing this, he been doing the other thing. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of kept scrolling. I was like, you know what, like,
But me too.
if this shit's a real thing,
I go through that too. I'll be like,
I don't know.
fuck.
If it's a real thing, it's probably gonna rise to the level where I'm gonna have to address it. But if it's just gonna be a random DM coming
shit-
from an account with 40 followers,
Yeah.
maybe I could just avert my gaze.
I had
gaze.
the homie bitch hit me. She bad as a motherfucker, right? I'm not knowing it's the homie bitch though. She bad, and then she like, yo, homie been beat me. Woo, woo, woo. First she was talking to me regular, but she ended up saying she his baby mama, but they ain't been together for a long time, so that's why she didn't. Boom. Once she said that, threw me off. But then, nigga, she was like, he been beating me. Oh, keep going, bitch. Because I'm on the homie side regardless. Because, like you said, when you talk to Act Girl, she twists this shit all type of ways.
Yeah, and I thought
Immediately.
that
You don't
won't
just
be
go
with him
off
no
what
more.
nobody say about
She didn't
your
even
homie.
wait to get off the phone with me so she could twist it to him. She was twisting it right back at me as soon as I said shit. It was like it was being processed through the
Your
AI
mind-
machine to come out the other
She
side.
wanted
saying
your
some-
mind to hear what she said, and
Yes,
and that's the story.
She's repeating it to me and basically like deceiving me in real time. That shit
Right.
had me fucked up.
Damn, that's how vicious they are, though, bro. Girls is really vicious.
try
Like,
to get back
certain
in with
ones
Act.
are really like real slithery. Like I would say, they move like that. She could be fucking with him, trying to get me to. Niggas be so suckers though. Like we would say, Act thought that you did that shit for real,
Right.
Without being like, "Huh, why would you talk to my girl?"
Right.
Oh, okay. That bitch weird. Look, boo. He automatically thought you did something foul because he still is under control too.
But just to see it from his perspective, I get it because why the fuck am I even talking to this girl? Like,
Period.
I
I
even
hear
told
that
him
too.
yesterday, I'm like, I can't think of any time where I ever had a conversation with one of my friends' girlfriends without them being there,
Right.
or them knowing, or them officiating. Like,
Right.
like
Or
you
them
see how
being
I
there.
Or
am
she
with.
trying to set up a surprise
You
party
see how
or
I am
something.
with your girl, or when your girl
Yeah.
was around the other day, or whatever. It's
Right.
like I'll shake their hand, I'll say hi, I'll be nice to you and shit, but I'm not following you.
I
I'm
don't
not
do
having to
that shit,
communicate
bro.
unless we really kick it for a sustained period of time, like all together or
Bro,
whatever. I'm not gonna follow you.
I
I just
sit
don't
over
wanna-
there, bro.
yeah.
If she right there, I sit over there. I do shit purposely like that. Even when broke girl around or whatever, what's up, sis? Cool. I sit over there because just
All that.
I'm never on bullshit, but I don't even know what they going through. You know what I'm saying? Anything could, or I don't know how he or he or she dealing with whatever. So this bitch could be a hoe for real and be doing little shit to the homie like what Act going through.
Yeah.
She be doing shit. If one of the homies be right there, she probably
Now
be
you on the same couch as her. Y'all
showing
blase,
pussy
blase,
or even just on the lowest key, bro. Just little eye contact.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't play that. I catch a bitch viciously. Like, bitch, don't play with, or I don't play that.
I can't even imagine the homie's girl like trying to hit on me.
I'm cold, bro.
I would be so shocked.
Hey, once
Yeah,
again,
man,
that's the
these
only
pictures.
case you will hear DW telling. Dead homies, I'm gonna come let you know, fam.
Yeah,
Always
like
say,
she
Chris,
ain't the one.
like, bro, she ain't really that. Or if I know what type of homie you is, if I know you gonna believe her regardless, if she say something to me, I'ma check her and leave it there.
Yeah.
Bitch, don't play with me.
Cause you fuck around and be into it with your homie.
Yeah, the homie will be like, nigga.
You won't even be homies with cuz.
Yeah, cause he think his bitch bad or something. Everybody on her. I'm not on your bitch.
It. Leave it alone. Nigga. Your bitch was trying to
A
sex his
nigga will
dick
turn
last
on
night,
you
nigga.
too.
Yeah, you know what I
Nigga,
mean?
your homie will turn on you too.
Yeah.
Like,
Did that make you double back and fuck the bitch? Like, you know what?
Oh,
I'm
my-
a blabber
nah,
down.
nah.
Now you acting
I
like a
didn't say
bitch.
that.
I'm a blabber down. No,
I didn't say that, but it would too.
Yeah,
I got that in me too. But that's not my. That's my.
I mean, we're older now.
That's not my thing. But
Yeah.
eventually the homie be like, "Nigga, you told me about this
Yeah,
bitch."
no, I'm gonna whoop her out for you because I was trying to tell you and you was
Stupid.
acting like I was.
You
I
act
was
like
your
it was me.
enemy, cuz,
At the
yeah.
end of the day, look who's still here again.
Exactly.
Me, you.
But we both
Fucking
got
your
that
friends'
pussy, though.
ex-girlfriends is all bad, but fucking your ex-girlfriend's friends is the best.
That's all
That's
right.
dope. That's just dope.
I ain't did it yet, though. I ain't
But
did
then
that.
when your
Have
ex-girlfriend
I?
fucks on your hubbies,
I don't
and be
think
like,
so.
fuck, you got me too.
I don't wanna
And
give her
then
a
it's
reason
like,
to
it's
do a
still
drill.
fair game
I think I
'cause
don't be
it's not-
wanting nothing to do with a bitch after that.
You said what?
Like none of her friends, none of that.
Nah, I have a memory of when I lived in Brooklyn. There
You
was a
gotta know
girl.
I'm bad from time to time.
I lived with
Just let
this
them
girl
down
for-
one night.
I gotta get a little more.
I lived with a
love.
girl for a year. I think I dated her for almost a year before that. And when we broke up, she moves in with a couple other chicks, right? And they lived together for a year or two. And throughout the year of them living together, they slowly start to hate her. And they
Yeah.
start to feel the same way about my ex that I felt about my ex.
And then y'all get in
And
cahoots.
so they kind of swim up in my MySpace messages and they want to kick it. I swear, no pussy feels better than revenge pussy. The pussy that is
I
that
ain't never
you know,
had it, cuz.
you
I
know
never had it.
that if your ex found out about this, she would jump off a fucking bridge.
Did you eat it, Adam?
And that the
Some people deserve that.
Probably a little
Eat
bit of
it.
eating. Yeah, I probably ate a little something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know for a
That's
fact
Damn.
that she's not, your girl's not gonna find out for a sustained period of time because these
Yeah.
bitches are paying rent together.
Yeah.
So her friends are gonna do anything possible to make sure that you don't find out. Hey, can you ask Heath for a cig? Also, what the fuck is that noise? What are they doing
What,
out there?
knocking
what
down the
airplane
wall.
is that, cuz?
They're doing
They're
construction
knocking
outside
down the wall next door.
at 6 p.m. They're breaking down the wall between cough syrup and the other.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yo,
What,
that probably
that's
is
still
what it is, though.
expanding?
No, they are.
Yeah, because Desto's taking over the store next to it, so we're
Shut
gonna be
up,
like
Desto.
side by side with them.
That's still doing his thing.
And I don't. They probably thought they were doing some cool shit by doing the construction at night because they didn't think we were gonna be in here late.
Right.
Hey, God damn.
Sweet,
Please.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, they're knocking
It sound like we recording under
Can the
LAX.
people at home hear it?
Could y'all hear us?
Can you hear this?
I don't want the whole pack, shorty.
Bang,
I just want
bang,
one.
bang,
You want one,
bang.
DW?
Nah.
This is just like being in the county.
This
Nah.
is just like being in
We smoking cigs, we doing push-ups.
Nah. Somebody told me they smoke Marlboros because they'll see you tomorrow, bro.
After one Marlboro, you might not see me tomorrow, bro.
Hey.
Yo, if I was a rapper, I could totally make that
There
work.
you go. Yeah.
Oh, I
You
could- I
might
could
be the
snap.
face of Marlboros,
You might
cuz.
gotta drop. You might gotta drop.
That might
a
be the
record.
most money ever.
You think I
be the face of
could
Marlboro?
Could you ghostwrite for me?
Yeah.
You think you're qualified?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go to him. He's a little bit more
Go
coherent.
ahead. Yeah.
That's crazy.
want me to have
Hold on,
you
look at my
slide
nigga
you
though. He's like back. Hold on,
yeah,
it's
nah,
the
you know I
perk.
get
You off the
high.
perk or
I'm
the
off the
bar?
yerky.
He offered me a fucking Zan before we started this stream. Clip that. Clip that. Clip that.
I just had
Listen.
deja vu just now.
Me off a half a bar doing a stream like this, I would love for the people to see that and the people to be able to evaluate.
We're definitely doing it one day.
Hey, I had a great time.
Bonus
off of-
episode. I don't want the primary
Yeah, nah,
episode for the
yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah.
And also, how do I know you're not gonna give me a present?
Man, shut the fuck
You
up.
grimy, I don't know.
Right.
You
All
like
right,
those, right?
I'm telling
you
on
prefer
you.
those.
I'm telling on you. How about this? And then what about all the narcos and perks I've gave you in the past?
Yeah.
Narcos is a criminal organization in Mexico.
That's a TV show.
Norco is what you're thinking
I'm
of.
telling you, like Presley, yeah.
No, but I
Put
exposed
me at
myself
that.
on the pod with Wack the other day because he said that you shouldn't have any secrets with your wife. I said, you could have some secrets. You pop a Norco with the homies. That's a secret I'm keeping from my wife. I don't tell her about. Sometimes I come home kind of fucked up and she don't really like understand that like took a couple shots at work or
What
that I might,
about-
because I don't really do it, but like
Yeah.
once in a while I might minorly do
What
it.
about
you know?
shrooms? They
What
be
about
fucking
that
with
day
shrooms?
that you came with that nice Sprite the other day? Was it good? How was your day? Let's talk about
I'm
this
gonna
shit.
take my hoodie off to talk about that.
Yeah. Hey, when you off that, you had to take your hoodie off.
Sweating off the yerky. All right. Now, I want to break this down because I have additional layers of questions. So, the clip might not make its way into the vlog. Actually, it might now because we're going to have pressure on us, right?
Yeah.
About a year ago, a homie of mine sold me a pint of some juice. I break them off, a couple G's for the pint of lean, whatever. I got it in my crib. And, okay, when I get it, it's like a pint that's filled up like 3/4 and then another smaller bottle that was maybe like
That's how it
whatever.
go.
I'm eyeballing it. I'm like, it's
it.
about a pint. It looks good, whatever. So, you know,
So it's about a pint.
I'm going through a middleman. And right now, if I needed some lean, I'll probably holler at you and be able to get it a little closer to the source. Might even holler at Desto Dub. I had one of the other homies get it for me who might not be. He's mega middleman out.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. I probably paid too much. It is what it is. This, you want to know when this was? It's because my girl did a trip to Europe with the
Pandemic.
kid for 3 weeks. They went to Europe for 3 weeks.
Without you?
So I'm thinking in my head, what do you want to do now that you got time to yourself? I want to play poker, and I want to drink some lean. Because
Yeah.
normally, I got my kid waking me up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't really want to
Hey,
drink lean because
he
I got my
enjoying
kid.
life.
Be
My
like,
kid a
man,
little terrorist. She
You
gonna
enjoying
terrorize
life
me.
when you come up with those two things. Niggas like, what do I do right now?
Those are the only
Poker,
two
drink
things
lean.
that I wanted out of life. That I was like, this is what I can do when my girl and my kid are not around.
Yeah.
Those are the two things I wanted out of life. Whatever. I start drinking the smaller bottle, and I'm feeling it's good. This is some real juice, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I move on to the bigger bottle. I'm pouring up, and I'm drinking it. And you know, like it has mental power over you, regardless of what
Yeah,
you're drinking. You could be
yeah.
drinking some fake lean, and be convinced that you're fucked up for a little
Right.
while
No,
until
yeah.
until you get to the
That's
point where you're
what
like,
damn.
Am I
wait a
fucked
minute, I
up?
kind of drank the whole ounce, and I
Right.
still kind of feel normal. Like, what the fuck? So when that happened, I'm just looking at this shit, just thinking, what the fuck? Why the fuck did I spend 3,000, 4,000, whatever it was for this shit in the first place?
don't
This
even
shit-
wanna say how
I'm
much you spent
no,
for
because
that
it was
shit.
5,000. God damn it! Damn it! I got a text.
I was hearing you say that through what you were saying.
I'm sorry. That's the closest I ever came to lying on
I was
y'all.
hearing Cuz say that. I'm like, how much did he? Whole time I was thinking when
I
you
was
said a
thinking
couple
he
racks.
said 2 bands.
I'm like-
He said 2 bands. I'm like, that
I
was
was
a good
thinking
deal.
2 or
I'm like,
3,
2 bands.
but the way he
Yeah.
kept avoiding it,
Yeah,
I know the
yeah.
truth. Got
Ooh.
over. The homie got over that. Shout out to the homie.
I believe he was charging me fair market
Maybe at
rates,
that
right?
time-
Because you know a $5,000 pint ain't that crazy, right?
It is crazy.
It's crazy.
When you got chili though, you say
It's
it
crazy.
ain't crazy.
It's crazy.
Put you go put that in your rap.
Adam.
In your rap.
Put that in your
Adam.
spend 5 bands on a pint of
300
lean.
a line, 16 of them.
What a loser.
Right? Isn't that normal?
You listening to these raps.
What a
You
loser.
listening to the raps.
What a loser.
Pandemic
What you
prices.
do?
All right, so was it the pandemic? I was about to, but it's not.
Nah, it
even-
was only a year ago. It's not really like pandemic
So
doubt.
listen, bro. What you had a year ago
Look how he's smoking that
was
cigarette.
definitely
That's 5
2200.
bands.
I'm thinking that
It
this
was
is going to
like
feel like some walk.
2023.
All right, keep going. What?
It wasn't
It's
even.
like 2000. He had some tricks.
If it was the perp-
Trish was, yeah, it was perp. It was Trish. But it was, listen, it was like 2000
It was
last
mixed.
year. Like 2200 for a
You
pint.
can't put nothing past him now, Adam.
Now it's like 28.
Listen, hey, and you do you see that conversation that Lucky and Yachty were having about lean?
Nah.
Where Yachty was saying like that he'd be rapping about like the shit being expensive, and
Yeah.
and he knows that the celebrities and the rich people are the ones who are getting taxed, and then he sort of realized at a certain point like, oh fuck, like that's me.
Yeah.
Like they're charging me for the high because
Right.
they know that I got it.
Yeah, because you're rapping.
It might have been a little bit of that sort of situation. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
for
it's
sure.
for
that.
sure.
What are you talking about?
Well,
put-
Wycart was going for 300. When Red came back, it was going for 300 a line because it was fresh back. But it was like nobody was paying them people. It went down to $175.
Well, I'll pay him. God damn it! I'll keep those
Right,
drug dealers in
probably.
business.
That's what I was about to
we
say.
all
Next time I got
accidentally
one, I'll be
got
at your
before.
house.
Yeah.
We all accidentally got. Bear, you almost accidentally got.
I got
well,
one
you
for,
accidentally
for
got before.
$4,200 for you know.
Like say you paying for something, right? I just pay for it. Like when sometimes
You got what you wanted,
whole time nigga got over on me.
and also you helped your friend, like the dude.
But I
that
don't give a
middleman-
fuck because I got what I wanted. He thinking he got over, but I just was like, fuck it.
The dude that middleman for you helped your friend at that.
You
point,
helped him, yeah.
You know that he needed some money. You didn't want to just give him no money.
It was
so
three.
you bought the pint from
He
him
got a
anyway.
band. He got a $1,500 to himself, and then
Listen, I knew the guy who got it for me was
he got
probably
like
throwing some sauce on
him
it.
too.
It is what it is. He's from the hood. Like I'm trying to help him out. Anyway,
Exactly.
All right,
so
take it like that.
when I have that, I'm trying to rationalize
That's
it.
a
Anyway,
champ-
I'm trying to
that's a
rationalize
champion
it.
way.
I'm trying to make myself feel better. Anyway, that to me was the end. I'm not drinking lean ever again after that. But so I put it in the back of the fridge. My girl gave me a hard time about it. She's like, when are you gonna get rid of this fucking shit? It's been in here for a year. I'm like, all right, you're right. So I throw it in the back of my trunk, and one day I bring it into work, and I pull up, and I want to do a taste test with him and Almighty to decide if this shit is valid or not. So I pour them up a little bit each, and they taste. And actually, Bricc Baby didn't even have to taste it. He took one look at it. He goes, I know what that is. That's Tris. And he fucking starts geeking out. And so just the way that he looked at it, I checked myself, and I was like, oh, this shit ain't fake. Bricc Baby excited about it. It's got to be real.
Yeah.
So I pour myself a little one that I enjoyed throughout the course of the next hour or two, whatever. I didn't feel nothing from it.
You didn't?
I swear to God. And I saw you drinking it, and you seemed like you were having a good day or whatever.
What?
So you don't, is there, from your expert position, is there any way that shit actually was fake and somehow went
Wait,
through
you
your
don't believe
detection
it was
services?
real?
I drank it again like last fucking week, and I swear to God it didn't do anything to me.
Listen.
You not pouring it right, cuz.
Listen.
I'm thinking that too. I'm
All
questioning
right.
everything.
Listen
Yeah.
to this, right? You were still potting and you still had to work. Sometimes your brain cannot even accept the lean because you still have to
Nah, he ain't break it down like that.
I feel
real,
like
'cause
I am
like,
very.
I don't know that
Not
yet.
rapping and shit.
For real.
Like, you ever see rappers up off the lean like we not nodding out? You ever see rappers up off the lean and we not nodding out? Or
Yes,
nothing
but that's
like that?
y'all. This is me who never
You
does
should've been
drugs
asleep.
ever. Yeah, and my experiences. I'll give you an example. On my birthday, like 3 years ago, I forget what it was. It was an episode where I was wearing this crazy ass Balenciaga shirt, and I remember I went on at the end of the day, and we were supposed to go to the strip club afterwards, and I poured myself up like a 2, and I swear to God, I got halfway through it, and I was fucking
Didn't make
done.
it.
All right, so let me
I
tell you
had to go
something.
home and go to sleep.
I made him pour a half. You didn't even pour a hose in. That's
I
why.
think I poured a
I'm
solid
like, hold
one.
on. I'm like, stop. Remember, I'm like, don't do that right
Sip it
now.
by
And I
itself.
cut.
Adam.
I did. I should have let
Adam,
him get,
sip it out the bottle,
I should have let him
cuz.
get out because I was faded. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let
And it
him
wasn't-
sip out. Sip straight there.
Because I feel like the way there's a girl that does some work for me or whatever, and she told me, oh yeah, like I never been hungover from coke. She told me like, yeah, I can do coke, and I never.
She
will
must
feel,
drink a lot of
She's like,
water.
I'll never feel anything the next day. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's
How old is
You
she?
know, she's like early 20s or whatever. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she
I'm
doesn't.
like, what are you
She
talking
does-
about? Nobody can do coke and not feel anything afterwards.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's
She was
young.
standing on it.
She could.
I'm over here feeling like, damn, maybe I finally found one type of lean that I'm invincible to.
I said, nah, it's
Nah.
not.
Because I
nah.
got him
Let's-
and suspect acting like it's valid. I'm like, how could it?
Listen.
Like,
I barely learned the difference though.
Let's
even
try
down-
it again.
down-
What's
yeah,
left?
that's
Run
what
it
I'm.
back.
You
We
gotta run it back.
Yeah, we gonna
That's
run it
it.
back. That's all we gotta
That's
do.
it. And you bring the lean this time, champ.
I'm gonna bring some lean and we gonna drink
Yeah.
that.
Or call Cub back because
That's-
you gave him 5,000.
No,
he still owe you
it's still
2
some left.
lines.
and the thing
You can
is,
drink all
I
that
still
He
got
still owe
some.
Cub 2 lines
Nah,
though.
but the thing is too is that the person who got it for me, when I told him that I thought it was fake last year, he was mad.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
offended. He's
Yeah.
like, "How dare you fucking question my middleman?"
You might don't get high off
He might be
Tris.
the
I
lean
don't
nigga.
know.
He knows a thing or two.
Keep taking the Yerkes then.
Yeah, I don't fuck with it. You fuck
Yeah,
with
I'll
perks?
with that. Yeah.
I've never in my life.
Oh,
participated.
never. No. Yeah,
No,
I'll
never.
I'm not saying I'm not against it. I just don't know about that. That
So
ain't
what's
mine.
the craziest drug you ever tried? Fuck that.
Who me?
Yeah. You.
I've been around, fam. Well,
that.
I'm a big dog.
Say that.
Hey, look.
You don't even gotta go into that.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna leave it right there.
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, look, I like baseball, and that's it.
I mean, if you want to, but I know you got your ventures with.
Oh
with,
my
with
God!
Incredible
No.
and all
Hold on.
that.
Let me tell you
So
one thing.
I don't want to,
Let me tell you one thing about Incredible. They accept me as I am. It don't even matter.
Exactly.
Shout out Nick Cannon. Shout out Grind Till We Rich. Shout out to my mama.
Yeah, I mean,
They accept me how the fuck I am.
mine too.
I'm always down for a rare turn up. I don't
That's-
really. Brick Baby can attest that, like, literally once, maybe twice, I popped a Norco in his presence.
Yeah.
I'm down for a rare turn up. I assume he's not gonna give me some fake shit.
Oh yeah, no. You could trust
That's
that,
my
but if
boy
it's
right
real,
here.
might be the problem for me.
Come on.
If it's real, that's the problem for me. That's it. You see me
feel it.
last podcast, cuz.
No, you were having a good old time.
Crib. I'm gonna keep having a good time.
All right.
Somebody just said DW about to get turned up.
I gotta ask this because it's in the title. Brick, how'd you feel when it got exposed to the whole world that you impregnated Sexyy Red?
I seen you, my congrats.
Proud of you, my
We
boy.
not gonna talk about my baby.
Congrats. Hold
mama.
on, but I seen you make a whole
Your girl
post.
got mad about this rumor?
No, I'm saying
Did she
Sexyy
get on
Red,
your
my
line?
baby mama. My girl never laughed about this rumor, guys.
She doesn't think it's
She's
funny.
never laughed, not one time. I mean, I showed it to her like, haha,
The
look at
fact
this
that it
shit.
got
She
posted
like,
on a
"For
bunch
real?"
of different pages.
She told me, oh, for real? I'm
So her name's Sexy Blue now.
You gotta do that. Yeah, she's Sexy Blue. That's what I
All
said.
right,
Come
talk
on,
your
man.
shit.
Come on, man. So, I mean, I'm not denying it.
You ain't a.
You're
But
leaving.
she's denying it, so it's like, damn, you not.
She a deadbeat.
You remember when we had her
He called her a
producer
deadbeat.
on the show? How you know I didn't get some after
Oh.
that and impregnated
607 Unk.
607 up? Swear to God on my mama, yeah.
Wait, what?
Hellcats, SRTs.
Yeah.
Brick Baby, pull up on
Nah,
me.
we interviewed a dude named 607, but. Shout out to Sexyy Red. She needs to have a safe, healthy delivery. Come holla at me when you done.
Come holla at me when
They
you
just-
done. It's crazy. I'm just saying, if that's your
I'm
baby
talking
mama.
about if we go sit down and discuss. I was saying we was gonna do our Maury thing with Adam when
Not
the
Maury.
baby comes.
Adam,
Bro, why do I have to take a shit all of a sudden? Why
More-
does this keep happening to me?
I'm not gonna lie. Right when I Maury 22.
Maury 22. Other than that, I mean, nah, but trolling at his finest. I got in there. They woke me up with a hell of a day.
It
I got
did
a
look
gang
like
of
that was you,
niggas.
fam.
Yeah, but we ain't got the same tattoos and shit. You
Man,
know
I'm not
what
gonna lie, I
saying?
got shit.
Unfortunately,
That
Gonna
sig,
lie,
that
I
sig
got
just hit
the
me over
shit.
the fucking head, bro.
that shit
God.
banged you.
That
Went
nigga
all the way
got-
to your stomach.
That nigga got that stripe in his drawers
Look at
right
Cuz,
there.
hey,
Yeah. So
I'm trying to act cool, but really,
The
this shit
bad
trying to
part
come
is
out.
Cuz holding it.
in the cigarette,
The bad part is Cuz
you
holding
was
it.
trying to take a shit.
That's weird,
Normally, I don't shit this late in the day.
bro. That's stupid.
Yeah, morning type guy.
I wake up every
As soon
morning,
as
take
I
a big
wake
old
up,
shit, and normally,
it's a wrap.
I eat breakfast, drink some coffee, and then I gotta run it back
Adam,
Yeah.
like a running back.
last time I was talking to you, you was like, yeah, the judge gonna think that, like, I'm this type of, look at this white boy, meth head. Ooh. I see them saying something about meth. You did meth before?
Yeah, one time.
Okay.
It was a couple days.
It was a couple.
That one time is a couple days when you really doing
With
your
meth
thing.
is a couple days.
One
regardless,
day
'cause
is
it's
a
not
couple
gonna get
days.
up off your ass.
Let's just say I was fucking with a chick who was doing it on a very consistent basis,
Damn.
and
She was very active.
I was just rocking like I don't give a fuck, you doing meth, whatever. But then at a certain point, she kind of dragged me down.
How did
to her
you
level.
do it?
How'd I? Honestly,
You smoked
real?
it?
I think we like swallowed it at one point, and I think we snorted it after that too.
Oh wow!
You,
Swallowed it like a molly.
you out
Yeah,
here
yeah.
doing whatever, ain't
Is
you?
that normal? I don't know.
You out here doing whatever.
I heard that it's people out of town. They said somewhere they was in Memphis or something. Niggas just eat that shit. I'm like, hey,
Yeah, I ate a fucking
He just
little
said
rock
he
of that
ate it.
shit.
I've
She
never
handed it
heard
to
of that,
No,
cuz.
because I'm in the club with her, and she's just like, we're looking for Molly. And then we're already drunk, and she comes to me, and she got a little handful of some shit, and she's like, "It's not Molly, but I swear it's really great. It makes sex really incredible." I'm like, "What is it?" She's like, "Well, it's like crystal meth or like speed or
like
whatever." I'm like,
speed.
She knew what it was.
"I'm drunk. All right, fuck it. You said it's a good sex drug. That's literally
that's
all you
I
had to
did
say."
hear.
Anyway, I hate to end this fucking shit early, but I really got to
Check
shit for
your
real.
shit.
Go
I think this was a
ahead,
great
brother.
episode. I'm glad that we back.
Gang.
Let's run it back next week. My man DW Flame, fuck with him on all platforms. I'm about to go rock this bowl.
Don't be late.
Smash the like button. Don't see late. Let's go.
That's